in relation to near end of tenure appointments and recruitment, I wish to bring to your attention that all appointments and recruitments made in the public services of Ghana after 7th December 2024 are not in compliance with established good governance practices and principles. Accordingly, all heads of government institutions are hereby requested to take the necessary steps to annul any such appointments or recruitment and submit a comprehensive report on the actions taken to the office by the 17th of February 2025. Cooperation in this matter is highly appreciated. Honorable Julius Debra, Chief of Staff, is signed that to all heads of government institutions. DJ Phil, find me at Jigong before going home. Hey, Ghana, it go be Marina.
Yeah.
It go be.
We're always hopeful. Hope is one thing you cannot take away from a man.
I don't know why, but so why aren't people, picked in there? In fact, let's listen to Baba Jamal first. No, this tape is not playing. Now, why don't people pay attention to the right processes before they try and get themselves in there? Because can you imagine that you have been employed maybe on the 9th or 10th or 15th of January, all right?
Yeah.
And then, or December, or maybe 20th of December. You have worked for 1 year, 2 months maybe, and then suddenly somebody comes and says, your appointment was illegitimate, go home. How would you cope?
That's a huge difficulty for anybody who find themselves in a position like that, and there can be no possible justification for such persons. This is the release from last year, right? What you read,
right?
This was from last year, and so I recall when the debate started. There was a middle ground,
right,
where subsequently or going forward has been advocated that whatever it be, recruitment, because recruitment will happen.
This is actually out there on the 10th of February. It was not last year. 10th of February. Yeah.
And so these are still persons affected from last year.
Exactly. So the system may have, ignored you or may have glossed over you in the previous year, but now you have been made a principal part of the whole conversation. And I'm saying that if it were you, what would you do?
No, that would be very difficult. That would be because after a year where you've not been affected,
assume that everything is okay.
Yeah, it's what is even the severance package they are to live with, or the statement just says you've been asked to.
It doesn't give us lump sum anymore today.
You've been asked to proceed, and so that's it. I'm sure there will be a cause of action for them,
right?
In the courts, possibly, as to a way out for them. Otherwise, really, that's a very difficult pill to swallow. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a statement issued and says you have to be out of whatever agency it is that you're in. I would not want to now make the argument about due diligence. You should have gone through the right process to ensure that your application or your recruitment process was spot on, was tight, because it's been a year since you were
1 year more,
but for some, they would have known that they didn't go through the right process, and so they would have known.
They would have checked out themselves.
Perhaps.
Let's listen to Baba Jamal.
So have to say messages.
Baba Jamal is supposed to be before the committee. They're supposed to present their report today, right? That's Kofi Totobi-Pachi. Committee are supposed to present their report this morning, and Baba Jamal's aide yesterday spoke with us. He said, well, they see what looks like a scheme, and whatever scheme there is, they don't think that it will work because the people of Ayawaso East believe in them and have granted them the opportunity to lead, etc., etc., etc. Well, we shall wait. What we have on the front pages, Mawena? I see, what is it, the Archives newspaper?
Yeah.
Do you know this newspaper? Have you experienced this?
The Overseer, I know, and the National Enquirer.
National Enquirer, yes.
Yeah,
But
Overseer and
the Archives profiling
National
their facts.
Enquirer.
Where did 60s bring this one from? Valco boils over GIADEC CEO, Bachumesi Ankra Defense Industrial Park project. Former Cocoa Board Director's secret properties exposed. Consider photo of Dr. Randy Abe, Cocoa Board CEO. KNUST student dies after falling from second floor of Hostel Abe. May he rest in peace. In Kasim, Abompe Cooperative Mining take off this February. Residents applaud government intervention, and NHIS staff donate 800,000 Ghana cedis to Medical Trust Fund, set pace for corporate Ghana. I see. This is the Archives. Okay.
Well, the Overseer, NDC government face crucial test as vote buying probe report due today. Kofi Tutubi Kwachi is the chair of the committee, Fifi Kwete, and then there's Baba Jamal. Valco not for sale, government pursuing strategic partnerships to revive smelter. That's according to the GIADEC CEO, Reindorf Chumesi Ankra, who's come under a bit of pressure. The workers there are protesting. Fiscal discipline central to city stability efforts in 2026, says Dr. Theo Champong. MIF outlines bold strategic investment vision to navigate global market shifts in 2026. Roads Minister blames Asenso Boache for delayed Swami interchange. It's an interest. You blame me, I return the blame on you. 5 newly sworn in envoys tasked to pursue economic diplomacy. And then the National Enquirer is the last one. KGL Group calls for homegrown business champions to drive Africa's prosperity. Help us save lives. Mahama Care Board's appeals to corporate Ghana. Cocoa Board in a cash crunch. How contracts, default, debt, and a broken financing model push Ghana's cocoa sector to the brink. Randy Abe is here. Africa needs patient, development-oriented capital to power growth. Julius Debra. NPA CEO touts authorities discipline regulatory regimen at 2026 Nigeria International Energy Summit. Suspend Ayawaso East primary results pending probe into bribery allegations. Opon Fosu is the board chair of GIPC. And government to roll out nationwide free primary health care in April.
Matters are rising. So I listened to the majority in Parliament. They have received a statement, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, the member of Parliament of Sanarigu, who was in studio here at Aisa, he said, we all pay money, we all do all these things. So why are they holding Baba Jamal's neck if we all are guilty of the same thing?
I think it is a rallying point.
Which rallying point is what?
For possibly an end to the excessive nature with which we
How did they get there, those members of Parliament? How did they get there? They all got there because they gave some people water and food. They give some people what they call transport, and they give some people some inducement. It is there. It is not hidden. We all know. Yesterday, the MP confirmed it, a couple of times that, look, we all do it.
But would you...
So if you are guilty, why are you trying to point fingers at another person who is also equally guilty?
It's a fair point to make. But equally, there are some members of Parliament who've been confiding in others that, look, we're tired of having to dole out huge sums of money during these primaries. Because now it is not the MPs wanting to give.
Right.
It is the delegates demanding.
Because you have shown them the way. Odogu.
Do you understand?
Show them the way.
At some point, there has to be an end.
To what?
To this entire thing. Right? And so, yes, there are lots of people or a lot of individuals who are guilty of having, but in all of it, can lessons be learned, and can this be used as a turning point where we say enough of this excessive monetization?
The interesting thing is that you refuse to create jobs for your people. So they become tied to your apron strings. and then they start asking you to give them money.
It is not entirely always the case. Yes, job creation is because some of the delegates. I want to say some of the delegates, and I witnessed elections, primaries for the NPP, and I've witnessed for the NDC as well.
I started covering elections since 2004.
Exactly. So
I've seen if people give money.
Some of the people who ask and demand for the money, they actually work.
Right.
They're actually government appointees in offices
Right.
and what have you. And so you can't make the argument that they are unemployed or jobs have not been created.
I'm not saying they are unemployed. I'm saying that you have not created. Look, if you like, let's open every party's album. And let's find out the people who are on the album.
Yeah.
You'll find that a bigger chunk of those people don't work. They are hoping that you, the aspirants, will come and give them something. That's one. Two, there are those who actually also have jobs, who will come to you because they know that in their minds you have gathered some, you have done Gaddafi.
So you owe them.
Gather nothing. So now, when they come, they say, Charlie, if for drop some coins, it'll be so, it not going to happen for you. And then there are those who say that we are doing party work down here every now and then. You suddenly want to come and become MP, and you don't want to come and pay your dues and arrears and blah, 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 blah. And they'll take it. 3 layers. But I'm saying that the primary thing, if we get people who are working, right? Because if Mawena is a delegate, and Mawena is employed, and Johnny Hughes is a delegate, and Johnny Hughes is not employed, if I am giving money, you will see yourself as equally, entitled to take as well. You see where the argument comes from. But if I am employed, and I say, I don't want your money, I want to vote my conscience, I won't take the money, it will deter you from taking the money. That's where we are. The big conversation is that the whole problem is where we are now.
Also, and I think I'll just add on to what it is. I believe the entire structure, right? The entire structure and the nature in which we operate within our politics creates room for this. And I take this from when you make the argument of some people say, oh, we have been doing the party work.
We have been on the ground.
Exactly. What is the aim of the political party is to win elections and then develop the country, right? Within that thinking, what is the understanding of the grassroots person in contributing towards that? Such that when you come down there, they are seeing it as, oh, you have to reward us for. I think the entire system and the entire structure is one of reward.
Because in the minds of the people, the politician is supposed to be rich. How he gets rich, nobody cares. If he robs all of us to be rich, he's fine. If he pilfers from public funds, he's fine. So long as he's giving to us. And my good friend Mutala says that, look, people are needy and greedy of wants. As long as you shower your goodies on them, they are all yours.
Exactly.
My good friend Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, may he rest in peace. So that's where we are now.
Yeah.
That's where we are. You have elites who say, oh, no,
in some of the constituencies.
How do you say that in Eve?
My general Kenamiwa.
Yeah,
for section
Honorable Roger.
You understand? In some of the constituencies, MPs have been rejected because their assertion was that
they know they dash.
Yes. You don't drop anything.
Charlie,
so the whole thing is one that, I mean,
Charlie Randiabe is under fire.
Absolutely. There's a lot of pressure on
is
him
it fair fire?
And
I don't think it's fair fire, by the way.
To an extent, I wouldn't want to. When people are owed, all they care about is their money. So I think that's a starting point before we even get into the conversation as to fair or not. Cocoa farmers who are owed we understand since November, without a shred of doubt, they are not interested in, oh, there was a huge debt, commodity prices have fallen,
Right.
this, that. All they care about is their money.
Right.
And so that needs to be established that for persons who are old, they care very little what explanation you have.
But
for
are
them.
all the farmers old?
Not all of
Because
them.
I saw Miracles Abuaji engaging with some purported farmers and produce buying people. These
not
were
all of them.
able-bodied people, literally telling us the same story of Yehushe, like we did. And I'm suggesting
And there's a politics in all of this.
there's a lot of politics.
And that we must be truthful to ourselves about.
In the last 8 years, when Dennis Miracles Abuaji, MC,
You're a very good friend.
yes, MC, who was literally sacked from his post and brought back to the presidency after 2 years hiatus, and he I don't even remember the title of his, his office.
Government.
No, yeah, but
something
it
in
was
relation
something,
to-
something very long. I don't remember that. Subsequently, came to do something on Unia TV. He was trying to do a low-budget Johnny's Bite, but they will consider that. Now, he goes to these farm joints, right?
Yeah.
Or these farmlands, where's pullover, trying to look like the typical farmer because he comes from a
I
farming
think
area.
I saw excerpts of the video. I
Yeah.
didn't actually see him in the pullover. I saw some of the farmers.
But what's the whole point if for 8 years you didn't change the situation of the people and suddenly you left debts, tons of cocoa beans that you said you were going to buy, you never bought, almost about 10 billion, and you come back and suddenly start creating the narrative that your successor is the one who is causing the problem. How honest are you? How
Yesterday,
honest are you?
yesterday I followed him and with Austin Wood
Right.
on
Yes,
on
Austin
Twitter.
Wood. Yes.
There was a very healthy conversation which went on, and I mean the conclusion was very simple in what you drew. The conclusion about honesty in terms of the conversation, which is why I started the my thoughts on the fact that people are old. Some people are old, and the government says it is finding money to pay them. Outside of that, there has to be a bit of truth in approaching the conversation from the opposition and then from the governing side as well. The attempt to want to make it look like all of these problems started under the tenure of Dr. Randy Abbey is disingenuous. And that needs to be stated in all clear terms. Because I recall in the year 2024, the government announced a policy they were going to stop the syndicated loan because it was coming at cost that the interest rates were very high. And so it influenced a decision under the Akufo-Addo administration for us to stop going for syndicated loan
Right.
and to source the money from elsewhere. It's a policy that was continued somewhat because under Dr. Randy Abbey, we didn't announce attempts to go for a syndicated
Right.
loan, and we attempted to
He actually came to be in debt and to meet that.
Yes, the liabilities in I think 1.4 billion.
And interestingly,
US
you
dollars.
have Fifi Buafo, who was in charge of the communications for Cocoa Board, who was also in the office as special assistant to the CE, Dr. Boahin Edu.
Boahin.
And he's the one now going about talking. And I said, but we gave you the job you did next to zilch. Why are you talking?
And so,
If Randy Abbey is actually really, really serious and he institutes an investigation, right? So that Fifi Buafo wakes up every morning, is at the Yoko, he wakes up every morning, OSP, everybody, he won't have time to talk. And I've said this before. I said most of the people who were on social media making all the noise, now you see the funny noises have stopped on social media. Because you investigate, you institute investigation. National Service, come and answer. Hey, Gihok, come and answer. You start calling everybody. They will keep quiet. Because the rot that happened. And I know this because I did Johnny's Bite during the period, and I did a lot of investigative journalism. Some of the money is my winner. When you hear the figures, it will shake your liver. It will shake your liver. Your liver will shake.
These investigations, I need to say, are not supposed to be investigations which are to silence people. That's not the aim. Because even before Dr. Randiabe took over, Dr. Eric Opoku, is he a doctor? Eric, great minister. He's a doctor, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. So Eric Opoku.
I'm not friends with GTech, you know that.
I listened to him on a number of platforms before even Dr. Randiabe was appointed to office. Detail the nature of the challenges Cocoa Board had and whoever was appointed CEO was walking into.
Right.
That has been known for a very long time. In fact, in 2024, the challenges were known because our yields were dropping. A number of farms had been taken over by the swollen shoot virus, which was affecting the yields we had, and there was a decline of some sort. And so I use the word disingenuous and overly political. That is why I have a problem with the sort of politics we engage ourselves in.
It's shameful.
You understand?
Look.
Because you were in charge. Yields were declining.
Right.
Our returns were declining.
You
couldn't meet forward sales. There was borrowed of 300,000 tons of cocoa
that we borrowed monies to buy, which we didn't buy,
and so
the money cannot be found.
The conversation should be finding ways and means. By no means are we going to be making an excuse for Dr. Randiabe.
Absolutely,
because you have to. When you are given the task and the duty to manage a state institution, by all means,
you know what
your best foot forward.
You know what Dennis Abuaji and his people are doing? I don't know which school you attended in your primary days.
Apostle Safo School of Arts and Sciences.
But me, I went to Saito. Now, in Saito, somebody can rob you of your lunch money, right? Yeah. And then put it in their pocket and be helping you to look for the money. That's what Abuaji is doing. He rob you, he take your lunch money. He knows he being stealing, but he help you, they look for the money, so you don't suspect him.
Yeah. So
that's what is happening.
And we can address the issues nationalistically because the model that has been run at Cocoa Board for some time has been very unsustainable. It has been very, very unsustainable.
We go and borrow money, we plant
at very high interest rates.
We harvest, we go and sell, the money doesn't come, and then we go and borrow another money, come and plant.
So
what kind of business is that?
Yes, we need to have a nationalistic conversation about how we approach the cocoa sector and everything.
Right.
But the decision to want to suddenly wear a white cloth and whitewash a particular regime.
You cannot do that.
And no, we can't approach the conversation.
You see, the point is this. I think that the opposition party, the MPP now, is so desperate for power.
Well, it's just been 2 years.
2024. Look, 2024 did not come to them as something that was going to happen because we're sure about breaking the A, not the 8. So now, instead of people suggesting to the main opposition party inwardly that, look, let's try and mend the cracks, heal, get together, blah, blah, blah. The party is not focused on that. You have people like Dennis Abuaji and Kofi Tonto and all those guys who are still saying that, Charlie, let's whatever it is. But it doesn't work like that. You can arrange people, pretty much like what was done the other time at there was a what do you call it? A town hall meeting of a sort. People were telling us about how tomatoes is expensive, blah blah blah. And I go to the market. Even yesterday, I went to the market. I go to the market. I buy things from the market. So when you tell me things that do not exist and you expect that I will take them hook, line, and sinker, I will look at you in a certain way because you are not making sense to me. Sixtus, good morning.
God is good.
God is good indeed. I nearly said something, but it's okay.
listening to the two of you.
It's okay because the you is okay.
It is well.
Sunrise on
two
3
of you be
FM.
calming
The
down.
best in the morning.
No, we are calm. We are calm.
Calming down. It's not deep like that.
We are calm.
The
We are
job
calm.
of every opposition party is to want to come back to power.
But should you oppose without reason?
And you go to cocoa farms and talk to cocoa farmers that they promised you better, but they are giving you worse than.
Somebody was
you
put.
were
Somebody was put on a stage to tell us that a ball of king is not 10 cities. 10 cities where? What kind of lie is that?
For me,
What kind of white elephant lie is
I
that?
appreciate. I mean, for political parties, yours is to win power. I appreciate that, but I also want us to appreciate that it cannot be politics all year round, 365 days in a year. We need to stop and ask ourselves how well we are doing and how we can also contribute to national development. I always say that the politics shouldn't be he should destroy it and he should go bad so that I'll come and promise the people better and then I'll win.
That's
It
African
doesn't,
politics
it
for you.
doesn't serve our interest. That is why I'm making the point that
Deliberately
There's-
undermining.
exactly there's
national
a challenge, which challenge has existed for quite some period, and elections 2024 was what 2 years ago. It cannot be that after elections 2024 December
Sunrise
7th
on 3 FM. The
we
best
haven't
in the morning.
sat down as a country all round and we are thinking about how we can move our cocoa sector, and it will just continue to be every day the politics as usual. This person saying, "Oh, I did it better than you." We can't run this country like that, and there has to be whoever is in power. It can't be 24/7 politics. It doesn't make sense.
At all. It doesn't make
Respectfully,
sense.
It will not make sense to me.
Why are you apologizing
You
for speaking
understand?
the truth?
So we will do politics. That Ghanaians love their politics.
Right.
But in doing that, how do we contribute to the betterment of the lives of the individual? It cannot be today, this person is doing this person is doing that, and it's just a politics every time. And in doing the politics even, it's of lies and deceit and not being factual or stating misleading facts so that you can win political power. That
Right.
should not be the ultimate goal.
Right.
I always say the thing we can elevate it to a certain level where people are on a certain wavelength,
Right.
appreciates the conversations and say, this guy is in opposition, but their level of
It's
reasoning
making sense. A lot of sense.
is more tangible than what the government person is telling me, and so I side with what they are saying. That is the level I believe we should be at. Not this, you come and lie to us, or you are wishing for it.
You're not supposed to be in Ghana.
You are wishing for
What
us.
you are saying is not the typical
You are wishing for
Africa
You are wishing for
opposition
the
party.
thing
Yeah,
to
but-
be so
but-
bad,
but you-
inflation to be at 54%. Then you come and take it. No, it should be at
You oppose
3.8.
everything that
You know, when
Then-
I hear the
Then someone will say, "Oh, I can make it better than 3.8." That at 3.8 we can see disinflation.
when
or
I
something.
hear
Yes.
when I hear the people in the minority make those claims, I laugh. Where was the inflation when the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, aided by Dr. Baumia, who is now being trumpeted as the man who can save us from all this? Where was it then? It was less than 20%. Yeah. Then we took it to 50-something%, 54. And then when you were leaving, you brought it down to 23.
Yeah, it was around 20.
And then you said, when we were leaving, inflation was 23. But when you picked it, was less than 20. Now somebody has come and brought it down all the way to 5-point-something
We are
percent
3.8 now.
and brought it down again to 3.8. And then you say, still, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be embarrassed that you took something and took it to the highest heavens. And then when we started complaining, said, you fix yourself. We won't fix the country. We are fixing it. Fix yourself. Today you are telling us that, we made mistakes. Yeah, born from someone blah, 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 blah. And then you, in your own words, have told us that, we gave the job to Mariana. he couldn't do it. Now Marina says he wants to come back. He's coming back to do what? If you took it to 54, inflation, brought it down to 23, somebody has brought it down to 5 point something, and subsequently 3.8. When you come, what will you do?
You take it, you maintain it or reduce it.
If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange
Or
rate
won't
will
you
expose
main-
you.
You maintain and reduce. So, and again, I appreciate the sentiment and the point you raise, in that there needs to be a bit more truth in the conversations which surround policy, governance, and what have you in this country. I say it, and Sixu says, "Oh, me, I'm not supposed to be in the country." We can't. I don't think we should accept mediocre or mediocrity in terms of we deserve
better.
better.
Ibrahim
Which is the
Moniru
point- which is
Mona
the point
is
I'm
watching
seeking
us. He says, "Good morning, Johnny. Good morning to you, my brother. Atoke Skyman Airbender Lamak. What a name. Johnny, liver will shake." Of course, your liver will shake. Suleiman Adams is watching us from Savannah Ridge in Bowling. Thank you very much indeed for watching us indeed. Sixtus, the potholes on your road, have they fixed them?
Oh, my road is under heavy construction.
No. You answer my question first, then you can explain. The potholes on your road,
It's only
have
when
they
the
been
witness
fixed?
is in the box that he is compelled to do yes or no.
You are in
then
the chair.
explain.
Yeah, in the chair. The potholes
Oh,
in
no,
your
no, no,
area,
no.
have they been
And
fixed?
I'm saying that the road is under construction.
No, you have not
So
answered my
The
question.
potholes cannot be fixed now until the overall road.
I don't have my
project is
answer.
complete.
The potholes in your area, have they been fixed?
I really don't know what answer you are looking for.
Yes or no?
No, I cannot, in all fairness to the contractor.
I am
to
not accusing the
Ministry
contractor of
Roads,
anything.
To the government, to my own people.
Let me rephrase the question. Did your
Try again.
car hit a pothole this morning?
Are we not in Ghana?
No, I'm asking you a question. On your road,
Yes.
when you left home coming to
Yes,
work,
yes.
did your car hit a pothole
Yes.
this morning? It
Yes.
did.
Potholes.
Potholes.
Yes.
So the potholes in your area, have they been fixed?
The road is under construction.
So the potholes have not been fixed.
The road is actively under construction.
Which portions of the road are under construction?
Oh, from Adenta Barrier to Dodowa is under
What kind
construction.
of construction is happening to fix potholes?
No, proper road construction.
To fix
by a
potholes?
proper contractor.
To fix potholes?
Proper road construction.
To fix potholes?
They are making it a proper highway.
Chairman, to fix potholes?
An international highway.
Okay. To fix potholes?
Proper road construction.
So you won't have
road
potholes
construction
again.
goes beyond fixing potholes.
But the
And,
potholes are there on your road.
there are potholes on every road in
No,
Ghana.
yours. The one I drove through the other time.
My road is under construction.
So the potholes are there.
My road is under
We
construction.
thank you, DJ Phil. We thank you. We thank you. Marina, what about your potholes?
I have a stretch from what was the name of the area? Is Tad really? I need to get the name of the
1
MC.
kilometer.
Which area is that?
Well, it's around Teshi Manet area, Penny Station thereabout. Very, very dusty, and so just some small works. The gutter and everything has been done. It's just left with really some very simple works, and I understand because I moved there not long ago. I understand it's been abandoned for quite some time. One of these days, I'll be giving the MC a very nice ring.
Shout
on
out,
the yeah, we'll give him shout outs like 3 or 4 times, and then we'll see about that. But in terms of road construction, I think yesterday there's a debate that's been kickstarted by the MPs in the Ashanti region about the Swami interchange. They had argued that it was being reduced to a 2-tier from the 4-tier. The
Right.
minister has clarified that it is rather been 1 tier has been taken off and it's to be a 3-tier
Right.
interchange, because if it were to be 4-tier, it will cost us an additional 100 million cedis. I don't know how all of that works, because the original design, which was 4-tier, was supposed to deal with a particular challenge, a
Right.
congestion challenge in the Ashanti region. I don't know if the 3-tier answers that question.
Right.
2-tier.
No, it's the minister says it's 3. It's not 2.
3-tier. 3-tier.
The MPs had said it was being reduced from 4-tier to 2. but the minister addressed a news conference in response to them and said it wasn't.
I actually thought, if you have that voice, please play it.
Which of them?
Because I think
the minister.
I think the minister said, due to constraints, funds constraints, they are concentrating on the first 2 layers, which will still address the congestion problems.
This is it.
Whilst they defer the rest of the project, that's the last 2 layers, to future funding availability. That I think that is what I heard. So if we have the voice there, we can play it. Because I think that any time the Honorable Asenso Boache, anytime he comes out to speak, he leaves some of us very worried. Worried because he always sounds like, you see those people when they speak, they are like, my own is the only.
It wasn't me.
My own is the only. So Ashanti is the only. And that is what it must be. In the past, he's made some unsavory comments. And yesterday's press conference, it wasn't yesterday. It's a very simple matter. You design a project. You lay out the project. But you do not have the corresponding financing mechanism for the project. Then you are out of office. Whichever administration takes over must look for the funding to do it, to complete the project. And the current minister is saying that you did not leave any money for this project that you started, as good intended as it may have been. So we are going to look for money. In the meantime, we will take small from here and there and pump it into this phase of the project. Then you say, no, it is not right. They must complete it.
You know the Pokwasi interchange
So the rest of the country should be deprived so that that project in Kumasi would be completed. Is that fair to the rest of the country?
The Pokwasi interchange conversation. You know, there were some monies that were supposed to have been used for the construction. The money is finished. The project was not completed. This new minister, Kwame Agboja, and with the works minister, are now looking for money to complete the project.
That project.
Now, the question you ask is, the monies that we contracted, where did they pass? He has not answered that too. And he's suddenly throwing stones into everything.
Making everybody believe that the present administration is rather the one stopping. Me, I'm always for, you see, if you come to the table with the full facts, then we can all see, based on the facts, support you.
That this is it.
I'm always for that.
I was happy
but
when
don't
I was
come and
happy
play
when
that thing like you want to wrap it around our faces
and play with our
and
minds.
play the ostrich.
Look, when President Akufo-Addo came into power, right, the Pokwasi interchange was a 3-phase. He decided to upgrade it to a 4-phase. At the time, monies had been secured for the construction of that interchange. He changed it from 3 to 4. I was so happy about it.
Negotiated, right?
Renegotiated. Now the money was gotten. You as minister couldn't deliver. And now suddenly, out of power, with the benefit of opposition, you are now making all these statements. And I say, if you are too desperate for power, the people won't give you power. Perhaps politicians forget this every now and then. If you are too desperate for power, the people will not give you power. Power rests and resides with the people. If you show yourself to be too desperate for it, they won't give you. They will never give you that power.
I think it just comes back to the point I was making earlier, that the politics, it cannot be one of continuous deceit.
It is my truth.
And misleading facts and half-baked truth. And this I say to both sides, actually. Take the people seriously. Because no matter what it is that you say, you will be exposed eventually. You understand? And so, if monies have been allocated to a project,
Right.
you don't kickstart it. And I'm always on social media, so I'm reading the comments. persons in the Ashanti region, some of them have made comments and said the MPs should keep quiet because they have no moral authority to be speaking to these issues. I can read some of them for you.
Are you going to read them? I'm saying that all of them are guilty of
I can-
what Baba
I can
Jama
read-
is supposed to have done.
So
Why are they the ones
some-
now calling for his head?
yeah, someone was saying that the decision to move it from a 4-tier to a 3-tier is wrong. But the NPP wasted 8 years. And
Yeah.
this person lives in the Ashanti region.
I say they wasted the money actually.
Without
Where's the
giving-
money? The money.
And I'm reading the comments. He said, this is so wrong. But hey, NPP wasted 8 years without giving Kumasi a single interchange, though 5 were promised. At this point, we can only pray and beg them to reconsider the original plan.
Remember when
Five
Osechi
were
Mensah
promised.
was pelted with
And-
sachet water
Yes,
in
and
his
I'll-
own beloved
I'll-
Swami?
And this
No,
is
he
a,
said-
and this
he-
is
He said they were just they were
They were showing him
chasing
love.
away this one, then
Evil spirits, then
accidentally
some-
diverted. Then
But we all saw the video how the people were opening the pure water and tossing it at him.
AI. That was AI.
It was AI.
That was AI.
you understand?
Whimsical
So
and capricious
these are
comments
some
from
of the comments and things which come about, and I say Ghanaians can
Know that the
decipher.
people see through.
They
Yeah,
can
yeah.
decipher from all of the noise that you make. And so let's be
The
truthful.
best in the morning.
In this same
92.7
vein of
Sunrise on
whatever it is you are
3FM.
saying,
Right.
Ghanaians are deciphering whether or not this government is fighting Galamsey. And if you go onto social media, you will read the comment.
Yeah.
So if you're a government person now, and we ask, what is the latest with Galamsey? So we are doing cooperative mining. NIMOS has raided, and the people in the communities
They know.
are not seeing
The
it.
people are people.
They will show you the
They will
exit.
know.
So
Look,
approach the thing with truthfulness. You can make all the noise. Oh, we are doing this, we are doing that. The people, if they don't feel it, they will make a decision.
Council 60s, your call mate, Edward Kariwe Esquire, is tuned in, is listening to us.
Nice one.
So we want to celebrate him this morning.
Nice one.
Champion lawyer.
Nice one. I'm
lawyer
sure he's on his way to court.
No, as you will be very soon.
Council, good morning.
Council, good morning. Charlie, I was thinking about the food that is given to the children in the school feeding program. And I was thinking about the quality and how nutrition connects to education. And I was asking myself, are we doing well for our youngsters, or are we pretending to be doing well for them? Or are we just putting them in a disadvantaged position while we take our children out there to go in school? Or are we saying that, okay, let's do something to represent something? I've been yesterday I thought deeply about it for about 3 hours. And I was like, okay, so if my child is not at any of these international schools, so Clinic, GIS, Morning Star, any of those schools, Metin, all those schools, what happens to my child if they are going to Abavana 1 and 2? Or Kaneshi Anglican JSS where I went
The
to?
grace of the Lord shall be their strength.
But is it fair? Are we being fair to the children? How are we approaching this whole conversation? We have a minister for agri, we have buffer stock, we have a school feeding program coordinator, we have caterers all littered around, largely party people if you ask me. But if I give Marina, if I give you say 1 CD 30 pesos or 1 CD 50 pesos, and I say cook a meal for a child, are you able to cook it? Now the 1 CD 50 pesos does not even come to you in the full amount, because whoever is contracting the middleman, blah blah blah, by the time the money reaches the caterer, it's about 80 pesos.
I think it was up to, was it 2 CDs?
Yeah, but I'm saying that by the time the 2 CDs is what is on paper. But if you are the middleman, you will take your share, right? And then if the caterer is going to buy from somebody, or somebody has to supply the food, they'll take. The caterer brings the food to the school in a vehicle, takes the utensils
They
or
are not even
whatever it
paid
is.
on time.
Exactly. So by the time the food gets to the child, it's our 80 pesos.
I love to watch all these skits on social media, and there's this one that I
Best in
watched.
the morning is on
The contractor.
92.7
He won a
Sunrise
government
on
project to
3
put up
FM.
a hospital.
Is there a Kenyan one?
I think this is Nigerian. Yeah, this is Nigerian. He immediately, the moment the contract was awarded him, he called home to his wife and told the wife to get up, pack everything from them, leave the house immediately. If the landlord says Finn, he should
tell
dish
him
out
his
some,
mind, her
some
mind.
peaceful slaps to this landlord and leave, because finally the contract has come. And the contract, some huge money. He had yet to receive the money when he called his wife. So after making the call, he went back to now collect the money.
And they said,
So suitcase full of dollar.
right.
They opened the money. The one who was giving the money to him said, okay, so this is the money. Then he took half of it. So this is what you are to use for the contract. Then he went to...
Does the guy work at GRA? The guy who took half of it doesn't work at GRA. Oh, this is unofficial.
I said this is Nigerian skit. Then he moves from let's say the minister's office.
Right.
Then he goes to let's say the
Chief director or something like that.
The chief director's
Right,
office.
right.
So the project we are starting, this is the money that we had. Oh, this is the money. Good. Then he also takes
He
a
house-
portion of
he
it.
house it.
Oh, well, this one can do the job. Go and do the job.
Execute for us.
Then he moves from chief director's office to engineer's office.
Right.
Engineer to say, oh wow, we have
This is
the
the
money
cash.
has finally come.
Right.
This is beautiful. Then he also slashes his portion. That's 10% going. 10%.
Everybody is taking Chempe.
So he goes to the municipal chief executive. The project is finally coming to your area, and the money has come. This is what we are going to do. Municipal chief executive also says, "Oh wow, wonderful! Central government has done well. Okay, so let's see. This is what we are going to do. We'll divide it into two." Then he also collected his portion. Then it was left. Then finally, the project manager. Oh, government has finally released the money. This is Then he also took his share. Now, contractor was left with what was left in the suitcase, one bundle of dollar. A suitcase that was filled to the brim. He was now left with one bundle. He's standing at the project site. He's watching the original plan. Then he's watching the suitcase. He said, well, at this point, who can do what? So he also just called some boys around, and they brought wheelbarrows and put out something. They dish them one. They also went home. He got home. Wife said,
I insulted the landlord,
the landlord.
on your
No,
behalf.
so he called the wife and said, "Don't pack out again."
He said, I'm already.
He said, "Oh, I've already slapped the landlord." He said, "You are on your own."
We know this is not escape. It happens in real life, and that is why.
And that is the point.
And that is why in Nigeria we say this.
Alaji, 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 Alaji.
So it's the typical story of projects in this in this part of our
you
world.
feel it.
Everybody is taken from the project fund. By the time
Charlie, you can
the
go to the
hands go
ministry,
in
you
and
see
out,
a contractor coming out. He has a check, but he's not happy
he's not exactly
because the check is not his check. He's holding the check, but the deductions that have been done prior to receiving that check, Charlie, no.
We've heard a lot of stories.
No.
We've heard a lot of stories about contractors and how they have to pay for their own money.
Right.
They have to pay somebody to be able to collect their own money. We've heard all
Sixtus,
those stories.
in this country, I think I was with Brighter Sempa one day. We went to a place at Jowulu. I don't know if you know Dimayensa. We went to go and eat fufu there. You know Dimayensa? It's at Jowulu. I believe pay that way. Yeah. Now, we went to eat. We saw these were very respectable gentlemen. Thick, tall, sitting down. And they were literally like not eating their food. They were seated. So after like maybe 15 minutes, and they walked up to us and said, "Oh, can we talk to you?" I said, "Oh, it's an open place." So we went down, sat, at a more convenient place, and we started talking. So you see, as we are contractors. Okay.
You went to eat in peace.
Then they said we are contractors. And then we said, okay, sir. They said, well, we have so and so number of staff, blah, blah, blah. Our trucks are parked, blah, blah, blah. So why did you park your trucks? He said, we have not been paid. And I said, sir, you have not been paid, and you are chopping fufu like that. Then the taller one asked me, did you see us eating the fufu? We left the food there. We couldn't eat. I said, okay, sir. So what could really be the problem? So the problem that we have this morning is that we were called to Alisa Hotel, and we were asked to discount what government owes us by 15% so they can pay us. I have gone to the bank to
You've done the work already.
I have done the work. I've gone to the bank to take a loan. The bank is taking interest from me. Government now calls me to say,
discount the amount.
To do my price number from
to
do chino. And so they were asking us, if it were you, my brother, what will you do? I said, we are not contractors, so we are journalists.
You dodged the question.
Yes. No, because there was nothing I could have said. He said they asked them to what? Discount whatever was owed them. And he was specific, he said, that's what has messed up their mood. And so we said, okay, so where's your place? Apparently they lived close by. So they drove us to their place. You could see it's like a 4-acre plot. You could see the excavators, the trucks, everything packed in there. And said, we have not worked for 8 months. This was in 2019.
Meanwhile, they had to keep paying people.
No, so they asked the people to go. After 1 year, they asked the people to go because, Charlie, there's nothing coming. I mean, what kind of... It's a big challenge. But if you're allergy, you know.
Allergy.
I know you're shaking yourself in the Trotsky. Enjoy. Trotro drivers, taxi drivers, Uber drivers, Yango, Bolt, auto riders are going to the office. By this time, your boss is waiting for you for the report. Today is it's a Tuesday. Committee meetings. You will feel it, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I tell you, you will be fine.
Who supporting in there?
Dear me support no. Over time. Onu no mun dia ni babeji. Onu onye MPP asumdwe ni nipa do ni kunu na ye MP but ade a oye ma community no e che ni kunu podie.
Then no oye ma community na.
Sister no. Oh my God. Why se na fata. Hwe mburwa Omo chop money. Omo hospital sika. Bibi hawa. Enye una obeko otifo obi anua. I swear she will help you. Wallahi. That woman is can. Or you perfect. Nikunu adia nikunu ayemaye no. Se ye dwu po a eni o se ye beda na echi ama oba anu. Because that woman or your bad time. Yes. I'll vote to her. If the vote is 3 or 4, I'll vote all to her.
What would you want to be done in this constituency if she's been elected as MP?
Okay, she told us that obviously school amaye. Osi kanda school no. Nikunu aye project osu. Opese ombe tuasu. Onye ni se na photo opese ye nkwala no. Di omu chinchi wolungu omu nifa so no opese ondanu omu no omu ndani nipa sa na efata opese omu nyina nko school osu school di omu ko beko no so onko mami onko di school fees or eduaniska all onye se waka nkeke o wa ye bida nti obetimi aye mami no wallahi oyo obatan pa bisami
ye ba hani atete say more delegates no more. Ye chiche mu sika ne TV ne sa ne man won sa kebi.
Manko
Ba ampa se
media odo na midi vote.
ba ampa se omo chiche sa ne man.
The oche no oye the ofru kotia no. Me ani mani. Inti ni mani jina minim no nim ni minim ade obeye nti me vote ama no.
Ba ampa se omo chiche.
Kotia pa man kotia no oche Baba Jamal no oche ye. Baba Jamal no oche ye mi manko manji so obi ami manji mi odo na mi di vote enye sika mi obi antimi to me vote mi pe NDC mi swete wo be ye adwuma ma mi community I will vote for you.
I see. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that
Be careful, be careful. Let's listen to Baba Jamal.
So that everybody will have confidence in the system. We don't have anything to hide, and investigation that they want to conduct.
What message you have for your supporters?
No, I will ask my supporters to stay calm. You have seen the crowd here who have come to show solidarity. I am grateful to them. but everybody should stay calm because let's allow the processes to go on and let the party do what it's supposed to do.
It appears the independent candidate is taking advantage of what is happening. I was in the constituency and I've seen that he's seriously campaigning. Are you not worried about what is happening now?
No, I don't want to comment on him. Let me finish my battle and then I'll come to him.
You are sure you are coming out playing?
Oh, as I've said, I have not done anything wrong, and for that matter, I am sure I've earned a genuine victory, and for that matter, I will be allowed to go on.
You didn't share the TV. We are told it's your friends that share the TV. Can you confirm that?
I also heard it after even the election that I heard these things. I also heard it later that some TVs were shared. And now, do you now know the problem I have? Now, a lot of people, because I think they didn't share for everybody. Now, everybody is coming to my office here asking for TV, and I don't have TV. You understand? They are all now coming here, everybody wants TV, and I don't have TV because I have not shared. Those who dealt with it, I don't know. Actually, do you know that the people they are talking about, I don't even know, I've not seen them. I've heard the names. I know the name, but I've not even seen them.
Okay.
3FM Sunrise.
TV. Do you have one? You don't have. You didn't go to a house or East to get a TV. Really, you don't have a TV? Come on.
3FM Sunrise.
Alpha Gunu, the CEO of the Ghana Digital Centers Limited. Doing some amazing work. I want to hear from him and ask ourselves the big question whether Ghana is digitally ready for the world. Willing to take over, well positioned. Manziba Nat Brew in the background. It was a Nacorex record, I remember that. Maestro, good morning to you. Maestro. Morning to you, sir. Togbi Jablu, good morning to you, sir. Shall continue mentioning the names. Abolo Common Sense. To God be the glory. Good morning, how you doing?
Good morning, Johnny.
Everything cool?
Everything.
How's work?
Work is coming up nicely.
How are you these days? Tell me.
How am I these days?
Yes.
Learning and then helping to reset Ghana.
The office that has been bestowed to you
Yes.
to manage,
Yes.
what did you inherit?
I think I inherited a company that was partially running underground and on paper.
Sunrise on 3FM.
Not
the
a
best
company
in the
that
morning.
is supposed to run as it is supposed to run.
Right. So it was ill. The company was ill. You want to
Yes.
put it that way?
Yes, critically ill, and not properly structured to run as a company as you should. I'm sure I will go on and you understand what I mean by that.
That's right.
When I was appointed on the 13th of February 2025,
Right.
I happened to be the first CEO to have been given a deputy
Right.
to assist me.
Right.
So the two of us, Miss Christine Ansong, Esquire, she's a lawyer,
Right.
very brilliant lawyer.
Right.
So we were both given our appointment on the same day, and we quickly met up and then started putting our notes together to really understand the assignment given to us and
Right.
how we execute it
Right.
to the best of the expectations of His Excellency the President.
Right.
And I need to remind you that Accra Digital Center is the baby of His Excellency John Dramani.
I remember
Mahama.
that.
He commissioned it on the 16th of November 2016. Now, we quickly got in touch with our minister, the Honorable Sam Nate George.
Right.
Jata, we call him. Very
She won
affable,
shit.
Yeah. Very dynamic minister. And he introduced us to the directors at the ministry,
Right.
because
Sunrise
we are
on
under the
3FM,
ministry, so
the
we needed to
best
know our
in the
directors
morning.
as well. Then he formally, at a later date, introduced us to the team at the Ghana Digital Centers and
Right.
handed over the place to us.
Right.
Then we sat down, we dug into what were being handed over, and it was quite revealing. Yes, quite revealing.
How?
That a company that was run from 2017, because the GDCL was incorporated in 2017,
Right.
could run without some structures that a properly constituted organization should have.
What did you find? What was missing?
So when we went in there, there was no HR and administration department.
Really?
I mean, there was no HR.
So how were they hiring people then?
Well, I think the CEO will just write the letter and hire you and
That's it.
give an appointment letter.
So there was no proper vetting, interview.
They said there were some, but I don't know how it was done. But you see,
Without an
it's not
HR.
just having an HR, because the HR is not just a head. There must be functions of HR.
That's right.
Where you would have workers meet HR
Right.
and have their job descriptions and
Right,
roles,
right.
evaluation of your work
That's
and
right.
what have you.
That's right.
None was there.
It was non-existent.
It was non-existent.
When you went in.
It was not there. It was not there. even though that is supposed to be there. So we had to quickly operationalize it because we needed to do a proper audit of the staff and to find out if everybody was properly placed to do what they are supposed to do.
Right.
It wasn't there. There was, no structures to take care of that. So that was our first challenge. And like I said, I was the first to have been given a deputy.
That's right.
That also means that we properly aligned the deputy and assigned roles to a deputy and all of that. So we quickly brought in an HR, and HR functions always runs with the head of administration because the HR becomes like the next person after the CEO and the deputy.
That's right. So because HR and admin.
Yes. So we put that in place quickly to align that. We did a special audit, and one of the findings from them was that a lot of staff were either not properly placed, or occupying position they did not qualify to be.
Explain. So some had gotten in through the back door.
No, they have gotten in, but where they have been placed,
they didn't have the capacity to be there. Really?
Yes.
Digital center.
Yeah.
Wow. This must have been shocking
and this
to you.
Yes, very. I was surprised. And this is an agency that was managed by two people before me.
Right.
You understand? There were two people there as CEOs before me, and I wonder how they allowed that to run.
Right.
So we quickly did what we needed to do immediately to fix that. Then we also set up the internal audit.
Okay.
There was no internal audit when we went in there.
Wow.
Yeah, there was no internal audit, and that was also one of the findings of the special audit
Sunrise
as to
on
how
3FM,
you run an
the
organization
best
without
in the
an
morning.
internal audit, because the internal audit does the inner checks and
Not
balance
checks for you before the external checks come in.
Exactly. At least if there's any audit infractions, they will help you to mitigate it before external auditors come in.
Right.
There was none like that. Then we also set up the procurement unit. There was no procurement unit. There was no.
I'm counting. These are three.
Yes, please.
Which didn't exist. HR and admin, zero.
So
Internal
for the
audit, zero. Procurement, zero.
There was somebody assigned as procurement manager who, per required standards, didn't qualify. I mean, this person is, I think, HND holder, purchasing and supply, was appointed as procurement manager.
Right.
So we felt we needed somebody who fit into the description of a procurement manager of an organization as Ghana Digital Centers.
Right.
Because one of the things we uncovered within the special audit was also improper procurement procedures and what have you. We needed to seal all of these things.
Right.
Now you have a state
Sunrise
agency
on 3FM,
that deals with
the best in the
publics,
morning.
external publics, international audience in
Right.
terms of donor fundings and
Right.
everything like that.
Right.
We deal with the media, but we didn't have a corporate affairs unit that would tell our story.
And you are a corporate affairs person.
Exactly.
Trained, GIG trained.
Exactly. And you see, when I got my appointment, of the numerous calls and congratulatory messages I got, the other thing I noticed was that there were constant calls that, oh, Jifa, now my passport issues, you help me do my passport
Right,
issues.
right.
Oh, you help us with the passport. The notion out there in the minds of a lot of people was that Ghana Digital Centers or Accra Digital Center, they do passports.
Right. What do you do for the uninitiated? Tell us. What do you do at Accra Digital, Ghana Digital Centers Limited? What do you do?
Yes, so it's a cocktail of activities.
Tell me about them.
Not so many ingredients, though. We are basically set out as an agency
3FM, the
to
best
develop
in
and
the
manage
morning.
mini tech parks. And what do we do? To create the enabling environment for digital innovation.
Right.
And also serve as a platform for the growth of BPOs, business processing outsourcing. So we are a wholly owned government of Ghana company, limited by guarantee,
Right.
to run these activities. And we are also allowed to compete in the BPO space,
Right.
and also run digital skills training, and also help train startups, tech
Okay.
startups,
Mm.
and then social entrepreneurs, what have you. So, what is BPOs? Business processing outsourcing.
That's right.
So when you hear that they are doing passports at the Ghana Digital
Mm.
Centers, that is
An outsourced gig to
service,
you, yeah.
not to us,
Okay.
to
Sunrise on
VFS
3
Global.
FM,
That's right.
the
It was
best in
outsourced to
the
them
morning.
Okay.
by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs,
Right.
because it is not one of their core functions.
Mandates. Yeah.
So what did VFS do? They look for the space,
Mm.
and we create that space. We have that space
Okay.
for them to move in and offer.
So
that.
they're literally your tenants, if you will,
Exactly.
running their business on behalf of a ministry, but then you are accommodating
Yes.
them.
But over the years, practically,
Mhm.
what we've been doing is just rent spaces.
Okay.
We've not been.
All that office that you have, the giant
Yes,
place,
you
the
do. That's what
different
we saw-
blocks
that's what we- that's
named
what-
after people,
Yes,
you only rent them,
space,
you don't use them.
We only run support services like training, digital skills
Right,
training,
right.
and we collaborate with other donor agencies to do projects like the World
Right,
Bank,
right.
like GIZ,
Mm.
JICA. We run programs, but the core functions, as at the time we move in,
Mm.
was to be renting space.
Are you able to tell me if you are fully grounded now in terms of the challenges that you came to meet, what you tried to solve? Are you out of the woods yet?
To the extent that we are about to start major projects never envisaged before in the life of the agency.
Right.
I would say yes.
What major projects are we looking at?
Over the past 1 year,
Mhm.
I've been engaging my brother at NI National Identification
Sunrise
Authority.
on 3 FM, the
That
best in the morning.
we should be able to do something together.
Mm.
That we have the capacity, we have what it takes
Right.
to do what I proposed.
Mm.
And through interactions and meetings and what have you, we are at the tail end of signing a major project with the National Identification Authority, where
Okay.
they are about outsourcing to the Ghana Digital Centers.
Okay.
This time not
Right.
any
Third party
third party.
conversation. This is government to government.
Yes, and I think you'll be the second person to hear this apart from my minister,
Okay.
whom I had to brief on this.
Right.
We're about to run a
Sunrise
24-hour,
on
Monday
3
to Monday
FM,
prestige
the
service.
best in
Wow.
the morning.
National Identification Authority.
Wow. 24 hours.
Yes. So imagine you are coming from UK.
Mm-hmm.
You are arriving in Ghana at say 8 p.m.
Right.
You don't have a Ghana card.
Mm-hmm.
You need a Ghana card to do transactions the following day, immediately the following day
That's
at
right.
8:30 a.m. And
That's
we know
right.
the challenges with the Ghana card because of the numbers.
The queues and all of
Now
that.
the NIA has been able to set up an online registration or the process,
Right.
the first process.
Right.
So before you board your plane from Heathrow, you go online.
Or Gatwick. I like Gatwick.
Gatwick. You go online, you fill the forms.
There are
and
many people are
everything.
Heathrow. I like Gatwick.
So you fill the form online, everything. Then you arrive at Kotoka, 8:30.
Right.
You think that you don't have the luxury of time to wait till tomorrow morning
Right.
to do your Ghana card with all its attendant challenges. So from the airport, 8:30, 9
Sunrise
p.m.,
on 3
you drive
FM,
to
the best in the
Card
morning.
digital.
Capital Center. There'll be a dedicated team there to capture you and issue your card right there. and
Instantly.
then. Instantly.
I see.
That's what
And this is coming what? When are we beginning this?
we are finishing with the paperwork.
Right.
We are commencing with the setup and everything we have. In fact, that project is taking place in the famous Dr. Edward Omani Boma block.
Ah, interesting.
Yes, it's one of the things we are doing.
He was a spot
because
on
he
man.
was the sector minister when the place was set up.
Right. Right.
So that block is dedicated
to him.
and we're going because that was the vision behind the setting up the center, not only to be renting
Spaces to people.
spaces, but to what? To also be a player and to be able to drive revenue to run our activities.
Did you come to meet any debts?
A lot.
How much are we talking about?
One of such debt was Electricity.
Electricity bill.
Yes.
You were using light without paying.
So, see the tenant in there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is metered.
Sunrise on
And
3
there's
FM.
an
The
escrow
best
account.
in the morning.
At the end of the month,
You
they
push
pay-
your funds into
they
it.
put their electricity bill in there, and then we issue the check to
ECG.
ECG. The tenants have been religiously following that arrangement.
Right.
But as to how those funds never got to ECG, they misapply them for other.
Somebody chop the money. Or they no see the money. No, I want to understand.
Yeah, they could have misapplied them for other purposes.
Right.
Yes. So I came to meet a huge hanging ECG debt of over 400, almost 500,000.
Whoa.
Yes. There was water bill close to 200,000.
Whoa.
Yes, piled up. But through diligence, plugging all the loopholes and doing away with unwanted expenditures, my deputy and I, we sat down, we cleared that debt, whilst we were consistent with the reoccurring monthly bills, because we were still using electricity.
Right.
And we had debt on our tables.
Sunrise on 3
We cleared
FM.
that
The best in
whilst
the
we were
morning.
consistent with our monthly obligations. Every day they'll come, say we owe these suppliers, we owe these contractors, we owe these service providers, and some of them were work done prior to 2025. But as to why they were never paid, though the tenants were paying their rent, and mind you, the major funding source for the agency is the rent. Over the years, GIFEC, an agency that is affiliated to us, we are under this ministry.
Right.
We'll be supporting the agency with some money in the between the
That's
agency.
Tankorash,
Yes.
Tanko Computers
Yes,
Place.
because they supported the agency almost every year to the tune of 5 million to 1.5 million cedis.
Right.
But
Sunrise on 3 FM.
I
The
can tell you
best
that
in the morning.
when we came in, we are yet to enjoy that facility.
They have not given you that money.
But we have survived. We have managed.
How have you done that?
Through prudent management.
I don't understand.
Innovation.
Explain to me. So you
But-
get to work at what
so,
time, for
let me
example?
let me tell you the interesting thing. Without all of those external support,
Right.
we've increased our staff strength. Because I'm
Okay.
there to bring in an internal auditor, there to bring in somebody
the
as an
HR,
HR, public affairs,
And the procurement you
and the
mentioned.
procurement and other auxiliary staff
Right.
to run those, all build up to our what's it called,
Your cost
compensation
right.
bill. But without all those external support, we've been able to survive, and we are about to run into or transition into a more.
The numbers you keep bringing in, are they tallying with your productivity?
They are.
They are.
They are. Because now we have a very vibrant functioning corporate affairs.
Okay.
I mean, corporate affairs don't make noise in your ears out of the vacuum, because the media space is commercial.
Right.
The space out there, you need to deliberately engineer the conversation out there to put yourself in the You are a DEFCON
That's right.
person.
That's right.
You know how these things work.
Exactly.
Now, Ghana Digital Centers is known out there for what I just mentioned, not for passport application.
Right.
That era where they see us as those who do
An
the passport.
auxiliary wing of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs doing passports.
So you
Sunrise
would
on
agree
3
with me
FM.
that
The best in the
there's some
morning.
efficiency and it is tallying with the numbers.
Right.
We have an internal auditor who is doing a fantastic job. His work, I'll soon be speaking to, not today.
Right. In the
He's
coming
done-
days.
Yes, he's done some fantastic job.
Jifaguno, why did you tell your party people not to come and be trooping to your office? The foot soldiers. They are not happy with you.
Me,
Yeah, you said that they should not be visiting you. Your place is not a party office annex. you want to work and focus on your work.
That didn't come from Jifago.
It didn't come from you.
I don't.
So you have not restricted people from coming to see you.
As at yesterday, I received quite a lot of them.
A couple of them.
My colleagues are here; they will attest to
Right.
that. And I'm pretty sure by now some are waiting.
They wait for you
They
at the office.
I'm a true and true party person.
Right.
I'm a constituency secretary for the Adekotopon.
Right. I saw you during the elections in 2024.
For close to 18 months, from 2017 to 2019, I moved with His Excellency from one constituency to the other. I mean, every constituency he campaigned in, I was there with him.
Right.
There was no constituency when I was not there with him. I
Sunrise
never
on
missed a
3
day when he
FM,
was
the
on that
best
campaign
in the
trail.
morning.
There's no way I'll act. so to sum it up, I'm sure somebody are referring to somebody else, not me.
I see. Let's talk about Ghana and how digitally ready we are. Are we really ready?
We're ready before 2017.
We were ready before 2017.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Well, for some funny reasons. You see, Ghana Digital Centers, or let me say Accra Digital Centers, was supposed to be across the whole country, not just Accra.
That's right.
So if you go back to the blueprint, when it was commissioned, there were other centers that were being prepared to do similar thing. As we speak, that remains a drawing board
Sunrise
issue.
on 3 FM,
But
the
thanks
best
to
in
the
the
foresight and
morning.
vision of my sector minister, those regional centers are being worked on. I think when I assumed office,
You
My-
took a tour.
so you followed.
Yes. And then you said you were not happy with what you saw. How is it that you had people working in different centers across the regions in the country and you had that deplorable situation? How?
No, they were not functioning. It was only Accra.
So Accra was the main
That's it.
focus, but the others.
They were not. They were.
So those tiles that we saw broken,
They
the
were- they
dirty
were-
washroom,
yes.
blah blah blah, it was
Yes.
just there.
Yes. So it
In
was.
name,
It was.
but not functioning.
It was not functioning. So it was in 2024. I think last quarter 2024 that the Ministry of Communication hurriedly awarded 4 of them for renovation.
Okay.
But even that one, it came with challenges. I mean, the 4, 2 of them never saw the completion. 2,
Sunrise
Kumasi
on
and
3
Takoradi,
FM,
I
the
mean,
best in the
were
morning.
worked on. So, in the last 8 years or 9 years, 2017 to 2025, those centers never saw any activity.
What did we lose in during those periods when we didn't have those offices functioning across the country?
We've lost a lot in terms of innovative minds, because there are brilliant minds across the country who have wonderful ideas and needed a space to come in for us to incubate them
Right.
and to grow them to become tech startups. We've lost brilliant young guys who want to learn digital skills. We've lost the opportunity to open up the whole country as a BPO hub.
Right.
Now, when you go to India and the Philippines, one of their biggest earnings from whatever they export is BPO, business process now.
Right.
Now, Barclays of England, their
Sunrise
outsource,
on 3 FM,
their
the
outsource
best in the
center
morning.
sits in India. That employs over 100 to 150,000 Indian youths. That brings them billions of dollars annually.
Right.
We've missed out on that. I mean, do you know that organizations like Meta, operators of
Facebook, yeah.
and WhatsApp and Instagram, they have outsourced call center businesses to private organizations in Ghana here, something that Ghana Digital Centers could equally compete for.
Right.
They have outsourced businesses here. Netflix. Your Netflix account is giving you challenges, or
Right.
your payment is overdue, and you want to renew it. You start the process. They are sending you prompt.
Right.
You know that Sometimes the person sending you the prompt sits in an office in Accra here.
Oh, okay. In your office?
Not in my office.
Okay.
These are private outsourced organizations.
Right.
That's the BPO space.
Right.
It's $1 billion industry. So by not operationalizing these regional centers, we've lost out so much on these opportunities.
What do you intend to change? President of the Republic says, I'm bringing a reset agenda. What is Jifagunu's version of the reset agenda relative to the digital centers in Ghana?
To truly, properly reposition Ghana digital centers into what it was set out to do. Champion digital innovation.
Okay.
Drive digital education. Strengthen our BPO space, where we can also compete in and create jobs for the youth.
Right.
Now, His Excellency pledged to train 1 million youth.
Sunrise on 3
coders.
FM. The best in
After
the
the training
morning.
of the 1 million youth in coding, what happens to them?
Tell me.
Yes. So these are youth who will be trained in coding, digital skills, who will be trained in data processing, software development, and what have you. Now, these are the skills needed to run a BPO space. Somebody is probably sitting in Berlin,
Right.
a physician assistant in a health facility. There's no
Sunrise
doctor.
on
Not that
3
there's no
FM.
doctor.
The best
But
in
maybe
the
the
morning.
doctors think that they want to go on a vacation. You are a patient, you walk in there.
Right.
They take your chart, they take your
Your
health
medical
record,
history.
registration and stuff like that. They assess you, they test you. Then they put them on a file. There's a doctor sitting here in Accra who can read them and prescribe
That's right.
and do a diagnosis for you.
That's right.
But that process, that transition has to go through somebody trained to manage those data.
Sunrise on
We
3 FM.
we sit in
the
the
best
office
in the
and
morning.
people working from the UK. There's a gentleman who came in recently that he has a contract to run some remote jobs.
Right.
They need our space to do them. Now we have to create the environment with the right tools, with the right staff to let them attract those remote jobs. If you come there, you see IO intermediaries.
Right.
They are partnering with MTN to sell micro insurance online using MTN database. Now, when you go in there, they have a call center that sits close to 400 people at a time.
Right.
If we have more of these centers across the country, it means there are more jobs for our youth in Ho, in Kumasi, in Tamale, in Wa, in Bolga. But because we've not been able to do all of these things, we just sit in Accra.
But you internet people, there's always the argument against you that you are the ones helping the Sakawa people to flourish. How are you, in your current position as boss of the GDCL, helping to curb that?
No. So I'll take it from two fronts.
Tell me.
Indeed, if you don't create an environment for these brilliant minds to put to use their talent, they will do Sakawa.
Sunrise on 3 FM. The
If
best
a
in the
Ghanaian youth knows
morning.
that he can go to work from 8 to 5 p.m. and do some remote work, and at the end of the day earn close to $200 to $300 just a day.
Right.
You think he'll be bothered about sitting behind the internet midnight,
Not
to
losing
scam,
sleep.
losing sleep, trying to pretend to be a lady and scamming somebody? No. But the other leg is that my colleague at CSA, Cybersecurity Authority,
That's right. Sunrise on
in the
3
last
FM.
8
the
or so
best
years
in the
before
morning.
2025, did you hear of CSA cracking so hard on cybercrime? No. So what I'm trying to tell you is that in the past year, under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, with strict mandate to the Honorable Sam George, every agency under the Ministry of Communication have been up and functioning, running. So that's how come almost every week you hear CSA have cracked down on cybercrime.
Right.
Because they have been working.
Sunrise on 3
What was your
FM,
marching
the
orders
best
from
in
the president?
morning.
He has his vision.
Yes.
He came back, John Mahama Part 2. He says, I want to reset, I want to grow the country, I want to do this. We have seen the inflation figures drop. We have seen dollar stabilize prices. Fuel is on the floor, literally. So people have moved their cars. People used to park their cars. But what was his marching orders to you, Jifa?
Go to the Accra Digital Centers, bring it back to the vision that I saw before setting it up, create the enabling environment for digital jobs, digital innovation, train young minds, and open up the BPO space.
Right.
Because that is a multi-billion-dollar industry that will also boost our GDP. For now, nobody talks about the BPO space because they do not really see it as
A part of the ecosystem.
But if you have a very thriving BPO sector that employs not less than 50 to 100,000 youth at a particular shift. Because when you run a well-efficient BPO space, you can run around the clock. And remember, we promised a 24-hour economy.
That's correct.
And the Ghana Digital Centers will be a pivotal player in that space.
There are questions that your government is delaying in rolling out this 24-hour economy conversation.
24-hour economy is not an event. It's a process. The president did a launch. We took the document to Parliament.
Sunrise on
His
3
Excellency
FM,
is
the best
a
in the
visionary.
morning.
When he's doing something, you need to sit back and understand what he wants to get
Right.
us to. So if you look at every process that's gone on with the 24-hour economy, you realize that there's been a deliberate activity all along the way.
Right.
Now, you can't just get up and say we are running a 24-hour economy. You must go through some processes. The bill went to Parliament, that's been passed. I'm sure the president will assent to it and the next phase of the activities. But even before that comes to play, there are other agencies that are running it already. And I just mentioned to you what I'm coming to do with the NIA.
That's right.
And that means we are not going to be sleeping at the Ghana Digital Centers. Because, in fact, one of the challenges I faced was that when you come to the Ghana Digital
Sunrise
Centers,
on 3
when
FM,
it's 6
the
p.m.,
best in the
place is
morning.
literally dark. Now you can walk in at midnight and feel like
There's some activity happening.
yes, because we've worked on our lightning situation. So there's a 24-hour power supply. The place is well lit at night. So we will be running 24 hours once we roll out this project. And there are other BPO players in there who initially were running 24 hours. But some of them had to cut off because of the challenges of the evenings.
Security
and
and
stuff like
other
that.
issues.
But we fixed that. And we're about to get back to
I
what
see.
we set up to.
I emceed an event at your place. It was a wedding. You also use the place for events?
That's a very unfortunate situation. Because that particular place
Yes, when you
emceed
enter,
it.
it's on the right side.
that's what we call the John Mahama block.
The John Mahama block is the wedding center.
Sunrise
I
on
honestly
3
didn't know
FM,
that.
the best in
Embarrassingly,
the morning.
when I came in, we found out that it's a carpeted hall
That's right.
for corporate events, product launches, seminars,
right,
workshops,
right.
conferences. But we noticed that it was also being used for weddings, receptions,
Yeah, parties.
funeral
and-
parties,
Yes,
birthday parties. People eat and drink on the carpet. You could clean it, but the residue will be there.
That's right.
It will meet you in. I went for a workshop and I had an embarrassing conversation with one of our
Sunrise on 3
foreign
FM,
donors.
the best in the morning.
who said he came for a program and he entered the hall and he had to come out because it was so stuffy. He couldn't contain. So he had to go sit in his car when it was his turn to speak.
He came to
He
speak, and when he
speak.
finished, he vanished.
I bowed down my head in shame, but I told him that I was fixing it. So one of the first things I did when I came in was I told my managers that this cannot continue.
Right.
They said, "Oh no, sir, this is one of the major source of
Revenue,
revenue for us because every weekend there's one
Sunrise on
activity or
3
the other."
FM, the
I
best
said,
in
"No,
the
that cannot be
morning.
so. We must be innovative. If we keep on doing this, we'll lose proper customers.
Right.
If you set up the place properly,
Mm-hmm.
you could have big conferences. Because I have been at the forefront of events before in my various organizations within the NDC and in my corporate life before I transitioned into politics.
Right.
I've been tasked to book event centers from Alisa
Right.
to Holiday Inn then, and I
Now
go to
Palms.
go to book a hall, and they are charging you $4,000 because those were properly set up event halls. I told them that we would have to stop these weddings and what have you.
Sunrise on 3FM. The best.
So you have
of the
stopped it?
morning.
I've stopped it. We no longer do wedding and stuff.
We can't have a digital wedding.
Forget it. At the start of the year, we adored the new look.
Right.
We've changed the carpeting
Right.
because it was terrible.
Right.
We've changed the carpeting, very new, very beautiful. We are working on. We've changed the lighting in there.
Okay.
Brighter LED lights for proper
Visibility.
visibility.
Yeah.
We've worked on the painting. We are adding other features that will ensure that you want an event hall to do your workshop, your conference, your seminars, even press conferences. You come in, all you need to do is to pay for the hall.
Right.
You don't need to bring in anything. We'll give you a fully
Full service.
full service.
I see. Interesting.
Yes.
Jifa Gono as the GDCL boss has raised a lot of eyebrows. People saw you in 2024, Lada de Kotopong. You were literally chasing people out from trying to get into the arena of the elections, trying to misbehave, etc. How did you transition from that into GDCL boss so smoothly?
So, I think my prominence in the space there has been in the political space. But prior to transitioning into politics, I've worked in the corporate world
Right.
from 2003 right up to 2010 thereabout. Now, I transitioned into the corporate world, you won't believe it, right from SHS.
Okay.
Yes, I was thrown into the corporate world as a sales executive
Wow.
for an advertising agency.
Well, you wore a ceremony issue, walking from place to place.
Yes, we're selling advert spaces in
on
magazines
3FM,
and
the
events
best in the
brochures.
morning.
For 3 good years, I was the sales rep for Ghana Club 100 magazine.
Wow.
So I was exposed to the corporate world very early. I was entering offices of CEOs and at times ministers of state.
Right.
I'm not sure Nana Kumi I remember, but he was one of the ministers I was dealing with.
Frequently.
Yeah, because I was also the salesperson for the Ghana Tourism Awards events brochure.
Sunrise
Right.
on
Where we sell
3FM.
advert
The
spaces
best
in the
in the
events brochure.
morning.
So
I
was
hosted
how-
that twice.
Yes. That was how early I was thrown into the corporate world. Then in 2010, I decided I've been doing politics in the background then quietly.
right.
But in 2010, when Professor Amos became president, I said, let me take it a step further. So I became vocal. I started my advocacy. Then Honorable Namwali, then MP for the Adekotopon, called me and said, hey, you cannot just be walking about like that. Come, let me give you a role.
Okay.
And they plugged me into executive role in the Adekotopon. And that's how come I upped my activism. But
Are you aiming to become MP for Lada de Kotopong anytime soon?
I have a very wonderful, pretty MP who is doing a fantastic job.
So you don't want to be MP?
My MP has my full support.
You don't want to be MP? Sylvester Tete tried, right?
No,
Was it
no. You mean Sylvester Mensah?
Sylvester Mensah, he tried, right?
No, he was one-time MP.
One-time MP,
Yes.
and then Obama came.
Obama took over from Namwali after
Namwali,
did
yes,
three terms.
and then Odole
Yes.
came. But you don't want to be MP. You don't want to add on to the
I'm a
numbers.
constituent secretary and my people love my job and I
see.
love serving them in that capacity.
Are you strict constituency secretary?
I wouldn't say I'm strict. I just
That's
played-
what people say. They say, "Just Jifagunu, be careful. Don't, if you go there, you finish."
Oh, but they
you."
love me.
I didn't say they don't love you, but I'm saying that they say,
We don't love
"Jifagunu-
strict people."
Jifagunu, there, be careful. If you go there, challenge.
No,
This thing, they go tell them, you go
No.
challenge. Or slow down.
I tell them what is supposed to be done, and they understand and they appreciate that.
Ayawaso East, Baba Jamal and Hajia. Your party says today is the deadline for the Kofi Totobi Kwache committee to present its report. Vote buying is the main thing that's been. But Baba Jamal said, "Look, I didn't share the TV. My friends shared the TV." What do you think?
The Venerable Totobi Kwache is somebody I know who does a very diligent job. A former National Security Coordinator.
Right, information minister.
Fantastic, very fantastic guy. I have absolute faith in whatever job he will do.
Right.
And I believe that we should allow him finish his job before we talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it,
They've asked him to do a job.
so you want to leave it to him.
He should do his job.
But what's your opinion?
My opinion is that he should finish the job.
You want him to finish his job?
Yes.
I see. Interesting. You don't want to be digital about this one.
I'm being digital.
Because they are not giving me the full software.
I've given you the full software.
It looks like a cracked version of the software. Jiva, let's talk about President Mahama. He was recently in Zambia. They say we now wear blouse and Zambia. I mean, did you weigh into that conversation?
I wade into it because the Zambians just gave us an opportunity to market the blouse.
Right. The fugu.
Yes. The Dagomba people call it bungma.
Right.
That's how they call small.
That's
bungma.
right. That's right.
It's one of the most beautiful things you can wear. You wear it and you feel proud. And there's been no president that's not marketed our fugu.
Right.
And they've all done it beautifully.
Sunrise on 3FM.
I've
the
watched how
best in
President
the
Muhammad
morning.
deliberately does it. He wears a smoke and everybody goes like, "Oh,
Right.
I love that smoke. I need to get a smoke."
Mm-hmm.
And he just gave us another platform in the Zambia.
Mm-hmm.
That's the unique President Muhammad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Each time he gets the opportunity to do something,
Mm-hmm.
he just does it and it just puts us on
Sunrise
another
on
pedestal.
3FM.
That
The
is who
best
President
in the
John
morning.
Dramani Mahama is.
Let's talk about your office and how it will impact the locals. And I'm talking locals in the framework of the different communities we have in Ghana. You go to Nima, you go to Mamobi, Newtown, Bosoka, Kanishin, Santase, you go to Golu, all these places. How do they plug into this, your whole digitalization agenda?
So, one of the things we are working on, myself and my deputy, we've been very, very, very focused on it.
Right.
You know, these days, the emerging technology in terms of AI and robotics.
Right.
Now, the Ghanaian child
Sunrise on 3FM.
is supposed
the
to
best in
study
the morning.
robotics in the public schools.
That's right.
But I don't think any public school has a robotics center.
No, we
learning
don't.
center
Saito doesn't have.
At all.
Those
You
of
only
us who
find-
went to Saito, we know ourselves.
Yes.
We don't
You only
have.
find them in.
Montessori,
Yes, yes.
international schools.
By the end of the day, they are supposed to be examined with the
That's right.
Saito kids. So these public schools are lacking in that space.
Right.
Our vision is at the right time with the right source of funding. We want to be able to do it ourselves. Is to set up robotic centers at our regional centers.
Right.
Where we open it up for these kids
To come in.
and learn.
Okay.
Especially during the long vacation.
Right.
The long vacation, what you hear, the teachers doing vacation classes.
Yeah.
You know what happened during these vacation classes?
Tell me.
Nothing.
Oh, are you sure?
Because the parents and the
Oh,
teachers
say Abba, say Abba.
the teachers and the parents agree that we must offload the burden from home to
The school.
So they charge parents vacation classes fee. But I feel it will be more prudent to have a robotic center for instance, at the Ghana Digital Centers,
Mm.
just this long back, they come for these clinics
Sunrise on
to
3
study
FM. The
robotics.
best in the morning.
But they are already learning it in their books, in their curriculum. But the practical hands-on is not there. Now, last year we partnered an organization called Makers Place
Okay.
to do the AI for Good robotics competition in Ghana here, where a school emerged tops in the junior and senior teams. When they finished, for weeks at the Ghana Digital Centers, we prepare them, we coach them, we polish them, and send them to Geneva.
Right. Right.
The junior team came third globally.
Wow.
The senior team would have
Sunrise on
been
3 FM.
in among the
the
top
best
three,
in the morning.
but for a misfunctioning of their robot,
Okay.
their robot misfunctioned,
It misfunctioned.
and they lost that. But the junior team came third.
Third globally.
Yes.
Internationally.
Yes.
They beat all the other countries to become
Yes.
third.
That's
Wow.
when we prepared them at the Ghana Digital Center. Our minister was
How long did it take for you to groom them to
I think 8 weeks.
8 weeks?
Yes.
And they became third. So if you do
They,
some
they,
more,
they already are exposed to it in their schools at a private school,
Right, right.
but we needed to properly polish them.
right?
You know, the Black Stars to qualify for the World Cup, but they have to do friendlies with other equally good teams and
Right,
prepare.
right.
That's what we did to them at the Ghana Digital
Okay.
Center. We coached them. We also helped them polish their soft skills, presentation, their mannerism,
Right, right.
so that they will not be intimidated. But we're
That's
sending them outside the country.
That's right.
To meet
A certain world view.
Sunrise
Exactly.
on
So
3
we polish
FM.
them.
The best in the
and the
morning.
junior team came third.
And you say all of this was what? Free? You did it for free. You didn't charge anything.
No.
But the parents have money, or don't they?
No, but the training, we bought the cost for the training. We bought the
You
cost.
did it for free.
Yes, we did.
Jifagun.
Yes.
You did it for free.
We're supposed to be running some of those side by side with what the commercial activities we
Right.
have to do.
Right.
So, if we have something like that, the local communities can tap in
They can
and
benefit
and
from it.
benefit. We should be able to run proper digital skills training
Right.
for the kids. These days, you'll be amazed what kids can do with the
Sunrise
gadgets.
on 3
You
FM.
take your
The
phone
best in
and
the
where
morning.
they can go to.
Right.
You'll be amazed. But we need to teach them properly the right things to do.
Right.
And what have you. We need to be able to help them understand that there are certain harmful tools on the digital app that you need to avoid completely.
Right.
That is what we need to do. When you go to the, so we are somewhat surrounded by the Zongo community, because when you go towards Abosokai, there's the Sukura and Oko there.
Yeah.
When you go there, they are fantastic brains,
Exactly.
solid brains. Not far from us, you move into Kaneshia, Fadama,
Kaneshi, Awudome,
Awudome, there.
Bubashi.
Yes, they are there. Young guys, fantastic. They're looking for a place to learn digital skills. So we are transitioning ourselves to be a space for them to work in.
Let's say I'm a young man, maybe 17, 18, maybe 20, 21. I have a laptop. I want to acquire some new skills in digitalization. Can I just walk in and find help?
So, in answering that, yes, in one word. But presently, my IT guys are helping a young man
Okay.
who's developing a product
Sunrise
to help the
on 3
visually
FM. The
impaired.
best in the morning.
It's like glasses.
Okay.
You put it on. There's a remote like a stick.
Right.
So whilst you are walking, when you move in a direction and you are pointing it, if there's an object before you,
Obstacle there will
it
tell you.
vibrates.
Oh, the spectacle will vibrate, or the
Both
the
the
control.
spectacle and the control vibrate,
right.
telling you that there's an object before you. If there's a clear path, you keep going. There are sensors built in it. He came with the idea, and then our team sat down to develop
Right.
the product
Right.
properly.
Sunrise on 3
We have
FM.
done the prototype.
The best in
We
the
are polishing
morning.
it. We'll be engaging the Ghana Blind Society
Right.
for us to run a test on it. Then we'll properly have it certified. Then we can see where we can find the money to do the mass production. The case of innovative ideas.
Right.
There's this young lady, Miss Bubune, from UMAT. She participated in a competition called Miss Geek
Right.
in Ghana. She's developed a software that helps to track illegal mining. She went to pitch in Rwanda and
Right.
Conakry, Guinea. She came third from the whole of Africa.
Right.
Brilliant. No, she came second. She came second, the whole of Africa.
Right.
We are seeking to speak to the Ministry of Environment and then Gold Board to see how best they can invest in this product.
Right.
Because we are plagued with illegal mining now, and we believe that of all the activities and then the project going on to tackle
Sunrise on
this
3
can also
FM, the
contribute
best in the
to
morning.
the fight to ending illegal mining. So at the Ghana Digital Centers, we are open to innovation.
Right.
You come in, our doors are open. We'll hold you, and then we'll grow you. And nurture you.
Let's talk about internet connectivity. You're doing all this brilliant work, helping people to learn how to code, to do this, and you're working for persons living with disability, blind people, etc. But internet connectivity is always a problem as well.
It is.
What do you have to say about that?
We've also faced that challenge, and it's no longer a challenge.
Sunrise on
no
3
longer a
FM.
challenge.
Tell me
the
about it.
best
Ghana
in the
Digital
morning.
Center is supposed to be a mini tech park, which means that one of the basic essentials is a utility, I would say. It should be a utility.
Right.
It's internet. So when I walked in, we checked the internet accessibility. We said, you should be able to access internet the moment you cross
You
our
get
gate
into the compound.
and walk to the last end of the yard.
Right.
At the four corners of our center, you should be able to access internet, not
Right.
in the office alone.
Right.
So we embark on a project. Now I can tell you that
Sunrise on 3 FM,
With-
the best in the morning.
the coming off of a NIA project, once we start that project, when you enter Ghana Digital Centers, you want to have internet access, fast, reliable internet access, you access it. Now what we want to do
Right.
is that you walk in, you want internet to do something. Your phone internet is not strong enough. So there is a platform.
Okay.
You quickly go in there, you start the process. Somebody will help you offline
And log you on.
and log you on. You pay a little token.
Okay. So for example, myself on my way now or 62s can walk into your place. I have my laptop. I get this platform. I enter, and then I pay the small token.
So one
and
of the
help through
things you're supposed
process.
to do is
and
also set up co-working spaces,
okay.
both indoors and outdoor.
Right.
You want to sit outside and do your work.
But the scammers are there, Jifa.
Scammers.
Yes. People who get into your corner and deal with you.
Sunrise on
Before you know
3
it, they would have
FM,
wiped your
the
account
best in the
clean.
We have
morning.
very robust firewalls to protect you.
Right.
You walk in, you put your laptop, you go through the process of accessing the internet,
Right.
and then you
You
pay
pay the
whatever
token,
you have to
right.
pay, and then you do your work, and then
And
you
then
are
you
gone.
can go.
Yes.
And the internet
Once
is very
you,
firm
once you
and
walk
strong.
out, you
You are off.
are off.
You have the grid.
Yes, because we are setting this, the setup that will ensure that there's a certain perimeter
Right.
that you can be logged in and logged out.
Right.
That's what we are working on.
The president feels very proud about you. You, Ifo Komi, and a couple of you. The president is very proud about you. Did you do juju or something?
So when we set out to
Sunrise on 3 FM, the
champion
best
his
in
comeback,
the morning.
we didn't just set out to bring him back because we wanted him back. It's because we believed in him.
Right.
We believed in his vision. So that alone made us to understand, study him. What does the man want? So you have to be able to learn about your leader, your role model,
Right.
and to ensure that you do things that makes him proud.
Right.
His Excellency is one person who has perhaps set up the most youngest administration ever in the history of this country. Not because he just wanted to give kids jobs. It's because he had a plethora of young guys who believed in him, who worked day and night to ensure that he came back. In doing that, also meant that we needed to reposition him from the debt that was
Right.
thrown at him by our opponent.
Right.
And that was a very tough job. And we had to ensure that his comeback didn't meet that level of mudslinging that hit him when he was in office the first time.
Right.
So we have to do everything right, by the books, by the law, to ensure that things were done properly, and to ensure that when you are called to account, you will not be found wanting. So I'm in that office, not on my accord, but at the privilege of the president, and I'm to ensure that I do not create any public uproar that will negatively affect his administration. I have to protect his legacy. So if he's proud of me, it's because I'm protecting his integrity, and I'm very proud to work for him.
I want to thank you very much indeed for spending your money with us. But before you go, what would Jifa Gunu want to be remembered for as boss of the GDCL?
So I want to leave GDCL as one of the agencies that let me paraphrase, or let me put it this way.
Right.
There were few comments like, they've appointed you to go to GDCL. What is
Right.
there? There's nothing there.
What politicians say that? What do they mean?
They
Like
mean
there's
that-
no money there, or what? There are no opportunities there. What?
It's not glamorous. It's not big, and nobody wants to. Why are you going there? And I was like, it is because the place was run down. That's why nobody wants to go there. I want to run the place that
Sunrise
people want to
on
come
3FM, the
and get me
best in
out
the
and coming
morning.
there. What I mean to say is that I want to run the place and bring it up to the level where people who want to come and work there, people who want to, like, I'm going to work. Where do you work? Ghana Digital Centers. When I went in there, my first stop there, one of the things I told my workers was that
Right.
we must turn this company around so that you'll be carrying the badge of GDCL on your chest, on your shoulders. Today, some of us don't feel proud working here because of the work culture here. I want to turn that place around and make it a hub for digital innovation, a place where BPO thrives,
Right.
a place where at a sitting you can come in and have 5,000 to 10,000 people working in there, where people can turn their economic fortunes around. That is what I want to turn the GDCL into, and make it one of the biggest revenue basket of this country.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jifa. We're grateful for your time.
Thank you very much.
And
thank you.
for attending upon us. And we wish you well.
The pleasure was mine.
We wish you well. I'll bring my Phil, we'll have to take our laptops to GDCL and then we'll create workspace. And then we'll tap into the. How much do we pay if we want to be part of the?
My finance people will do that.
Oh,
billing.
tell me.
They'll do the billing.
Aren't
for
we
you.
friends anymore? Suddenly your GIJ mate is
We are
no longer
brothers.
your friend.
We are
Really?
brothers.
Really? Madam Joyce Bahamutari, good morning to you, and also to the Chief of Staff, Mr. Julius Debra, Dr. Mahama, Kalisis Mahama, the presidency, and all of you who work hard at the presidency.
My greetings to all of them, wonderful bosses, and my boss, the Honorable Sam George.
Sam George, she won't she.
Fantastic.
I want to play this one for you. I want to take you back home. Next time when you're coming here, wear your blouse, wear fugu.
I wear the fugu.
I'm in my dapela, so wear your fugu.
I wear.
and X. The hashtag is 3FM Sunrise. You join us with your thoughts and comments, and I'm sure we can activate that and share with the rest of the wonderful world here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Johnny Hughes. In a bit, we'll be talking about what the Chief Justice has been up to. Says, well, yesterday we set up brand new courts, specialized courts that is, for to fight galamsey and some other things. We'll get into the details. Some have accused the Chief Justice of going on a thank you tour, trying to say thank you to people who probably might have helped him to achieve that position of Chief Justice. If you follow the trajectory, the Chief Justice has been visiting the IGP, went to the prison service, went to immigration service, been to many other places. He says, well, I want to set up the courts. I have met GBA, the alternate group. I have met the police, I met the prison service, and many others. What I'm trying to do is to get their buy-in as key stakeholders so that it doesn't appear that I'm sitting on a certain ivory tower and trying to do what I want to do. But I want to tag everybody along, because it will start the afternoon courts. The lawyers who belong to the GBA decide not to attend. Waiting the judge good game. So cut the Chief Justice some slack and allow the man to work. You have your preference, you have your biases. But if it works for all of us, we are all aiming at a 24-hour economy, as the president has said. And as we see other agency heads, you just heard Jifaguno trying so hard to make sure that this 24-hour thing works. But you have a Chief Justice who says, look, I want this to work, so I'm setting up afternoon courts. I want the police to provide security for us. I want the prison service to be on standby. If somebody is convicted and has to serve a jail term, we will have to shepherd the person nicely into his cell. I want everybody to be aligned. The lawyers have to be there to argue out their points and to prosecute and to defend. How difficult is that, and why doesn't anybody want to understand? Or why doesn't somebody want to understand? I don't get it. I don't get it, really. It appears that we're just looking for faults when there are no faults. One of the shocks I had was when I returned back into Ghana. I went to the Nima filling station. DJ Phil, I bought fuel, 300 Ghana cedis worth of fuel. I got 30 liters. I was shocked. I said, hey, 30 liters. 300 Ghana cedis, 30 liters. I was shocked. So I asked my wife, we're driving together. I asked my wife, I said, I say, I'm a channel alone. Oh, we'll be enjoying it since you have been away. I said, wow. 30 liters, 300 Ghana cedis. Back in the day, a gallon was almost like 100 and something Ghana cedis, yeah? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we have been through it. We see some. Say, pepper them. Let's leave the church now. And fuel is down, inflation is down, dollar is down, prices have been stabilized, but still, Yehushi. We organize press conference, we go to the Kofu, we do town hall meeting, Yehushi. Hey, Audacity. It is your day. Special one indeed to you. Now, we do know that the Chief Justice of the Republic has set up specialized courts. Started yesterday. We want to engage and find out what exactly they will be up to. We know that aside the Chief Justice, His Lordship Justice Paul Bafo-Boni directed the operation of offices of the High Court from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. as their full working day on weekdays. Also has established what he has named Specialized High Courts Division to specifically hear the following matters. Number one is Auditor General cases. Those are issues arising from the audit report. Mining and minerals disputes. Environmental degradation matters. Galamsey people. Cases under the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Recovery of state property or assets, Operation Recover or Loot. Narcotic drug offenses. Cyber security related cases. Any other cases that the Chief Justice specifically assigns. This was what the Chief Justice was aiming to achieve. And some people said he was taking what? Thank you, Tom. Counsel Austin Braco Powers joins us in studio. Good morning, Counsel. Thank you for your time.
Good morning.
He has cladded in white. Is it your birthday today?
Oh, no, I'm not.
You are just celebrating.
I saw your birthday video. I'm just trying to tap into the conversation.
No, it was not my birthday. My birthday is in September.
Oh, but whose birthday was that?
The award video.
Oh, award video.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Morning show host of the year.
Oh, you deserve it.
It could only be me.
You deserve it. Yes, you deserve it.
So this is where the Chief Justice wants us to go. This is the direction he wants us to take us. I mean, in the past we have had fast track high courts.
Yes.
It didn't last. At some point we had to, take a turn. Will this work?
In fact, let me say good morning to your listeners and those watching on YouTube.
Right.
And you were right when you touched on the fast track high courts.
Right.
And you remember the controversies surrounding the fast track high court, particularly in the year 2002, where Chachikata has to challenge the constitutionality.
The law.
Exactly. And it became a subject of debate, and Supreme Court by a 5-4 decision declared the fast track high court unconstitutional.
That's right.
But surprisingly, by 6-5 a majority decision, the Supreme Court reversed the unconstitutionality of the fast track high court,
right,
now declaring it to be constitutional. I think it is important to point out that the Chief Justice has powers within, particularly Article 139(2) of the 1992 Constitution and Section 14 of the Court Act 459 to create other divisions. Now, it's important to know that there's only one high court. So the high court you see in Tamale, the high court you see in Cape Coast, the high court you see in Accra, it's only one high court.
Right.
We don't have different high courts. The same high court, but divisions. And because of administrative purposes, there's a need to cite some high courts within closer to some individuals so that they can easily access justice. So the Chief Justice has a wide power to, a wide array of authorities or power to create such divisions. In fact, even when you look at Article 136(4) of the 1992 Constitution, the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice again has the power to create even such divisions under the Court of Appeal. So it is well within his power to do so. But the question that we should be asking ourselves is, already we have divisions. We have the criminal divisions, we have the civil division, we have the land division. In fact, we have the financial division and the general jurisdiction. So these are the courts that are already doing the things that the Chief Justice is now trying to take away from them to give it to some other courts to do.
He wants to expedite action. He wants to speed. Galamsey is on our necks. Everybody, it was a huge campaign issue in 2024. In 2020, the government of the day has been accused left, right, center. We see NIMOS in action. We see people dying. We see things being seized, people being arraigned before courts. It takes forever for those things to happen. We're seeing narcotic issues, Indian hemp, kakra, cocaine, kakra, this one, kakra. We are seeing these boys doing their own internet mafia and ninja.
Scams.
The Chief Justice says, look, I want to bring speed to this and solve it. Is there anything wrong with it?
Johnny, the question is that per the circular, do you see any speed in regard to that? Do you see any timeline? Do you see any indication that the Chief Justice wants speed?
Well, if his visits to prisons, police, and other major stakeholders, the Bar Association of which you're a member, and many others, then I'll say I see some level of consultative speed. If you
imagine the visit will now have the visit is just for him to familiarize himself with these institutions, because there's an intermarriage just among, or them say the judiciary in fact deals with all these institutions. But the question is that merely creating divisions within the High Court does not in any way expedite processes or speed decision making or adjudication of disputes. There must be clearly set out, or there must be a clear set, timeline, clear timelines addressed or attached to these creations. In fact, there should be. I was hoping that there will be, the Chief Justice will be talking about amendment to the High Court Civil Procedure Rules, CI 49. There will be, so that there will be timelines, 6 months within which to prosecute or to handle a particular matter. I'm not saying that just by creating divisions, it does not solve the problem. Johnny, we have a bigger problem on hand. We have a bigger problem at hand. The bigger problem is that, as you well articulated, cases take forever to be disposed of. These are the matters. For me, looking at the circular and reading in between the lines, I don't see any agency. I only see expediency.
Right.
So today it is convenient for us to create such divisions, but tomorrow it will cost us, because the groundwork has not been done. And what is the groundwork? We must get the judges. And you see, it says now the court will have to open from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
That's right.
Does it solve the problem? There must be timelines. You know, when it comes to election petition, don't forget that when it comes to presidential election petition, there are timelines within which the Supreme Court will dispose of such matters. That is what we need.
But then, Bracco, you also know that we get to a point where a court grants somebody bail, for example, and the registry has closed, so the person has to still go and sleep in a cell, wait for tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, before the processes are completed, before the individual gets to breathe some fresh air outside there. I think that's what the Chief Justice is trying to avoid.
I think it is more a problem of the police. If the police wants to keep you in, they will keep you in.
Really?
Yes, they don't. They rather cite the closing time of the court,
right,
to justify their intentions. But the police, that's what they do.
Yeah, but now the Chief Justice says 6:30.
No, closing at 6:30, in fact, does not solve the problem. That's what I'm saying. If the police will have to, don't forget that when a court grants you bail, the police will have to go and inspect the houses or the properties of your sureties. Usually, the excuses the police have been preferring are that, one, they are handling a particular matter and you should hold on. When they are done, they will attend to you. Secondly, they will tell you that they are in a particular meeting, or they are having to deal with a particular matter and also in a different court.
Right.
So hold on. They try to do that to delay you, and later they will tell you that even looking at where you stay or where the sureties stay, it will be too. They will not be able to.
Travel time.
The travel time and
for them,
they will not be able to conduct that due diligence. So it has really nothing to do with the closing time. It has more to do with the police, the mindset, the intention. If they want to keep you in, that's what they do.
Let's bring in lawyer Liberate Chris Malm-Hesse. Counsel, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning to you, my brother, and to your panelists and listeners alike.
Great. Now, the Chief Justice of the Republic, I'm sure you know yesterday, specialized courts were opened, and it will continue so long as he remains Chief Justice, probably to be continued by his successor when he's fully on retirement. But in your opinion as a lawyer, season one, of course, what do you see?
I mean, it's a welcome gesture. I mean, during the tenure of Madame Theodora Wood, former CJ, she did a number of those things, and definitely some of these things, initiatives. I mean, it comes to enhance justice delivery and access to justice, and indeed looking at some of the cardinal problems such as congestion, case management, which definitely leads to congestion of cases, queuing of cases in respect of trials, and which also increases cost of litigation, as well as where these things I've mentioned comes to bear, it causes real justice time to be delayed. And when that happens, the public or the litigating parties seem to believe that it's a deliberate process to deny them justice. See, so if we just suppose into the criminal settling, which is the intention of the Chief Justice, so to have these specialized courts deal with these galamsey matters is a safe thing, because we have, even though we have criminal courts dealing, there is an overflow, so or a spillover, which goes to some of the other courts to deal with some criminal matters, and it's just not criminal matters alone.
Right.
You have some of the other specialized courts
narcotics,
that
galamsey,
deal with land
right.
matters. Even though we have about 12 land courts are just at the court complex at the High Court. So the expansion of the courts and providing resource infrastructure is everything possible to enhance justice delivery and the ends of justice to be achieved. So this is a very welcome news, and it is a step in the right direction. We all know the purpose of it, and especially the consequence that galamsey is doing to the environment. If we have
right.
the jurists
Right.
of the state taking such deliberate and intentional steps, it is in the right order, so that we would have speedy prosecutions and convictions and sentences happen quickly to avoid delays and congestion, which hitherto would have added up in the already specialized courts, such as the criminal court, or where there's a spillover to the already burdened other specialized courts.
Right. Now, the question to ask next is, will this last? Will this stand the test of time? This new innovation by the CJ?
Okay, I mean, just as other CJs have done, it is the will and the resilience, policy, decision, and direction that would make the implementation stick. And it is my conviction that once the learned Chief Justice has taken this deliberate legal step, it would be part of the body legal history of the country when it comes to infrastructure and decision and justice delivery, and then it will survive time. We have made our minds to the court or the intervention that was put at the prisons, so to decongest. I think during Madame Theodora Wood's time, it has still survived to date. So to hear for the judges to go in there with lawyers to hear some of the matters that are not able to the court, but when we remand prisoners and all of that. So I think it's a Justice for All program, which has still survived. I have some friends of mine who they've dedicated a chunk of their time to helping people, whether pro bono and all of that. So that program too is well sustained. And this matter is a national matter, which this intervention would definitely be needed to cure it. And it is my belief that successive Chief Justice would ensure that there will be a lot of oiling in terms of resources to maintain such infrastructure for the benefit of the nation.
Powers, would you attend an afternoon court?
Already we've been doing that.
Yes,
we do attend.
Hold on. Council, hold on for me. Ma'am, hold on. Yes. Would you attend an afternoon?
We do attend afternoon courts. In fact, we have afternoon sessions. There are some courts that have been ordered or directed to run afternoon sessions.
Right.
So they have two separate judges. One
does morning.
So from 8:30 to 12.
Right.
Then the other one takes over from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. So already they are doing it.
They are doing afternoon court.
Yes, we have afternoon court. So
we are attending afternoon courts.
Yes, I do. So a court, I think there's a court at Wager.
Yes, Wager.
With the Wager court.
Yes.
So they run the circuit court, particularly runs the shift system. I know I've also attended another court session at Swedro.
Amasaman.
No, Swedro.
Okay, Swedro.
Swedro, yes. I've been to Swedro court. So they also have the shift system. I know
Right.
Amasaman too. There are other courts that have been designated that have been asked to run the shift system.
Okay.
So currently we are doing that.
Council, Leverage,
Yes.
would you go to an afternoon court?
Oh, like my brother said, we've been doing that. And indeed, I was at 2 weeks ago. I was at Amasaman, and the judge intimated that the circular has come forth, which indicates that about 36 courts are further going to be roped into it.
Right.
So this current Chief Justice is looking at expansionism, saying so that the justice, access to justice and justice delivery would be more enhanced than the current dispensation. And so it's a good initiative. We can only support. It only makes the work of the lawyer more difficult, and definitely the charges the best to not slack.
In terms of resources, and I'll ask Bracco Powers the same question, but in terms of resources for the court to be able to run, at that speed and on that level, would you say that we have it all marked out properly for us?
We do not. To an extent, we are doing our best in terms of the judiciary. But when I pray that we'll get to the time where things will be digitalized. When I say digitalized, where the judiciary will have an interface for judges, for both the courts and then the lawyers, so that you know that the court list is listed. So there is an app. Court list is listed. You know that DJ5. Today the judge is sitting. Today the judge is not sitting. This is the court list. You go on it. You check it. You know all this. For a client, because for a client to move from wherever, or for a lawyer to move from Accra to Koforidua or to Ho, he already jumped on that interface. He knows that this is it. The systems are working, and if it's afternoon or evening, you know, this is the shift, this is where you are, but currently everything is manual. You do not know what it is. A ruling or judgment would be slated. You go, the judge might not even see it, you might not have information. And all of these things is mine, if I could use the word, the beauty of justice delivery. And when it happens like that, there's a disjoint between what is perceived to be justice being delivered and what is the actual justice that it should exist. So these are some of the infrastructural gaps that I pray that the Chief Justice should look at going forward. And also the district assemblies, should look more at assisting the judiciary, because I know that it is part of their mandate to assist with courthouses, so that the gaps and the districts or districts with respect to courts carrying out their work would be more easy, because you could have certain courts adjoining or assuming jurisdiction in multiple districts, and that also creates the congestion and the queuing for trial and all of that. Yeah.
I see. Council, let me bring you into the conversation, Bracco Powers, and ask you. We've spoken about resources, spoken about what the court intends to achieve, what the CJ's vision is. But can we then beat our chest and say that because of this, the ills of society that these specialized divisions of the court wants to solve, would they become a thing of the past?
No, Johnny, I indicated that the bottlenecks will still be there. In fact, the delay, that's what I'm saying, that
Sunrise on
merely
3FM,
creating or
the
merely
best
creating
in the
divisions within the High Court does not solve the problem. It's only one of the solutions to the many, one of the solutions to eradicating or, making justice accessible to the public.
Right.
We need, like I told you, the Chief Justice must come out with a manual guiding the judges,
Right.
regards to how to determine such cases.
Right.
These are
In terms of length of time and
the duration.
Right.
So particularly when you are seized with a matter such as
procedure.
Galamsey, how long should you decide the matter? Because don't forget, some lawyers will also delay the process.
Right.
Deliberate.
Just to keep their clients out of
Exactly,
harm's
to
way.
buy time for them.
Yeah.
So there must be clearly set out timelines guiding the judges. Without that, I am not seeing us making any progress with this process.
Really?
Because we have, Johnny, the thing is that the divisions that the Chief Justice has created are already being exercised by the divisions.
The traditional divisions.
The criminal division. The criminal division had supervisory jurisdiction when it comes to matters like Galamsey and other things. We have the civil jurisdiction. We have the general jurisdiction. We have the commercial jurisdiction. The land division. They are already dealing with such matters. So if you are carving out these matters from them, it means that you are specializing these issues. And if you are specializing these issues, you must make sure that you do the right thing. And the right thing is not just to create the divisions, but put timelines on their decisions, on their processes, the procedure, how they go about them, so that the judge will determine the matter. Other than that, we will be here tomorrow or next year. By this time, we will still be complaining that the divisions created by the Chief Justice, we've not seen any progress so far. I am saying that it's good to create the divisions, but ending at that level will not solve the problem. Come out with a manual guiding the various judges or the High Court and let them use it,
Right.
so that we can use the manual to hold them accountable.
Okay.
Without that, we won't make any progress.
Interesting. Counsel, do you agree? Chris?
Yes, I mean, I agree, because you see, the uncertainty of the law is what we call the primary rule. And just as we have the creation of this specialized court, it is to cure that uncertainty and also to make it effective. And in making it effective, there must be rules that would guide it, not to achieve the effectiveness of the law. So, in simple terms, it is very hinged in jurisprudence, and it makes everything practical thing. So it's the reason why I see with my brother that there should be a certain rule that would guide the specialized court.
Right.
The creation of the rule in itself is what makes the court a specialized court. It is not the name.
Right.
It is the pattern. It is how it does its thing. So imagine, let's say, we have a specialized court for marine or maritime cases.
Right.
The judges will need to go through training, and then the rules that they use in dealing with maritime and maritime-related cases would be somewhat slightly different from the normal civil procedure matters.
Right.
So that is what would give it the notch or the distinction of, or the characteristics of a specialized court, but not just the name. If it is just general, if it's just general, then it means that it is just an extension of the existing court, but having a different name to see that it is a specialized court. But in its character and traits, it is nothing more but just an extension.
Let me put this to you now, and
there must be
go ahead. Sorry.
A characterization to sit in the submission of what Mr. Powers is saying.
I know that the Chief Justice has been doing some consultative meetings with major stakeholders, police, prisons, national security, and bar association, and many others. Do you get a sense that lawyers properly understand what the Chief Justice wants to achieve, and perhaps have bought into it and have ready themselves to participate actively to ensure that this reset 24-hour idea becomes a reality?
So it is all about communication. So if we see the Chief Justice going around having consultative meetings and all, that will be our perception. But when there is communication, it grounds the intentions of the Chief Justice and the directions, as one may say. So I would only say that there must be communication. There must be deliberate communication as to what indeed the Chief Justice seeks to do, and periodic communication again in addressing the legal community on some of these initiatives that it really seeks to have. Indeed, Chief Justice can have a quarterly legal stakeholder conference where it would be across the divide of the legal fold,
right,
and supporting parastatals. So
right,
just be about lawyers, but you would have prosecutors, you would have across the divide where ideas and directions about the justice delivery, because all these stakeholders participate in this greater sphere,
right,
to ensure that we achieve this.
right.
And there, the consultation process would further be harmonized. So it is everything about communication and what the Chief Justice is seeking to do with his high office.
Interesting. Counsel, I want to thank you very much indeed for your time this morning. We're grateful that you joined us here on Sunrise.
Thanks so much for having me.
That's lawyer Chris.
Mr. Bracco, have a lovely day.
Pardon? He didn't hear you. You have to say that again.
And I said, Mr. Powers, have a lovely day.
Same to you, Senior Counsel.
Charlie.
Okay, bye.
6-2's Junior Counsel. Good morning to you. Counsel, let's wrap up this conversation.
Right.
Your seniors are here talking, and you are
right. Let's give him some time.
I used to attend this PTA at the law school. Let's wrap up the conversation. Right. If you met the Chief Justice this morning, what would you tell him to do in order to get his vision, to actually stand and flourish?
So first, as my learned colleague Wayne pointed out, he needs to, calm down to the lawyers.
Right.
Because his predecessors consulted with the GBA and the seniors.
Right.
To the point that they neglected the juniors. So he needs to hear from the juniors, particularly their concerns.
Right.
Because often
those who frequent the courts, not those who have the title and don't go anywhere.
Exactly. So they will be there. Sometimes he should also issue, and he has, like you were pointed out, he has visited a number of state institutions, particularly like those I said, the judiciary interface, usually work with.
Mm-hmm.
The Chief Justice must communicate often with the lawyers,
right?
Particularly the juniors. You should have a forum, and there should also be a forum where the lawyers meet the police prosecutors, so that we can iron out some of the difficulties. Because one of the issues we are faced when it comes to criminal justice is the attitude of the police.
Right.
So if we can get the prosecutors to, in fact, address some of the issues, we'll be able to make headway. We need justice.
Right.
And I'm saying that the third thing he has to do is put timelines on the decisions or the work of the courts.
Right. Give them a time frame within which to work.
Yes.
So they don't linger on and on and on. And
at the moment, Parliament has not shown any interest to doing that. So you must do that, because you have powers within. When you look at Article 139, 136, you look at Section 14 of the Court Act, you have powers. Do those things, put the timelines in place so that we can get speedy justice. Because people will go to court. Why do they go to court?
Right.
Because they are
they want to seek justice.
Exactly.
And get
so when I go to court and the case could take 2, 3, 4, 5 years, next time when I have a matter, will I go to court again?
I'll go to Nogopo.
So let's
Counsel,
do that.
I thank you very much indeed for your time. And this is a special song for all the lovely ladies who are listening to us. Auntie Adole Mole, Mrs. Joyce Bar Muktari, Office of the President, and all the fine women who are listening to us. Fine, intelligent, brainy, and beautiful. This one is for you. It's Valentine's week. Don't go picking up fights, gentlemen, with your ladies because you don't want. Council, how are you celebrating Valentine's? I'm not sure I'll see you again during the week. Yeah. How are you celebrating Valentine's?
No, I'll play. Unfortunately, my wife is not around.
So you play PS5.
So I'll just be in the room and play PS5 like you said, and just get some wine, red wine, non-alcoholic, and when I'm done, I just read my Bible and sleep.
Hey, Corey, PS5. Corey, do you want to play PS5?
The campaign manager. First of all, what's your name, sir?
My name is Baba Alhaji.
You are Baba Haji.
Yes.
We've seen you come up with a press release. In 30 seconds, tell us what is in that.
Well, we thank His Excellency the President for the honor done Honorable Baba Jamal by appointing him as the High Commissioner to the Republic of Nigeria, and also to promise to avail ourselves for the investigation that the party has set up to investigate into the allegation of vote buying. So this is what's contained in the press statement.
Okay. So we've also seen a said call from the majority caucus in Parliament asking that entire election be cancelled, and also others suggesting that someone be appointed to represent the constituency, or also if a new election is to be held, none of the candidates that contested in the just ended election be allowed to contest. What do you make of this?
Honestly speaking, they have no any justification by issuing that statement. Majority parliamentarians deals with their members in parliament. Since party has issued a statement, and party has set up a committee to investigate. Where is the majority caucus coming in? At least they should allow the party to do its investigation and then publish the report, the findings. But for majority to issue a statement calling for annulment of the election and setting aside of the candidate, I don't know the interest in which the majority caucus is coming from, because it doesn't make any sense. So if someone has bought a motorbike and ended up getting 88 votes, who will sit anywhere and come and tell me that good people of this house who have no mind of their own and they were manipulated because of the 32-inch television. Motorbike did not influence their decision, but it is 32-inch television. It is highly unfortunate.
Yeah, hearing that TV set didn't come from Wajama. It came from friends.
Yeah. That was what happened. As a campaign manager, I know our preparation. Our preparation doesn't include distribution of television sets. But when the motorbikes were being distributed, Baba has a loved one from Akotia. They contributed, and this was a surprise thing that they did. We were at the voting center when a car came in with a television set. This is what they are also bringing.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Candidate winner in the NDC. I also primaries yesterday, and as it stands right now, investigation has been constituted to look into an alleged inducement and bribery allegations against Baba Jamal himself and other candidates. Currently also seeing the majority also issuing or suggesting that the election results should be cancelled. But what is the position of the campaign office of Baba Jamal and his people? They've gone ahead issue a press release. Let's speak to the campaign manager. First of all, what's your name,
on 3FM
So you believe there's a scheme against your candidate? Is that it?
President for the honor.
I don't call it a scheme. Going into the election, we all have our candidates. The MPs have their candidates. In fact, before the election, a day or two before the election, they went to the late MP's home, made some donation, cash donation to her. I don't know what the donation was meant for. Knowing very well she's going for election on the next day or two, they made a cash donation. Clearly, it means that is your preference. You understand? That's the good thing of this I was not decided. Let's move forward. Let's build the party. The party is more stronger than an individual. Let me also say, Baba Jamal doesn't deserve what is happening. He has served this party. He is a loyal member of this party. He has served this party from the age of 27 years. He is a deputy general secretary, and up to date, he is a deputy director of legal affairs of the party. And I strongly believe he doesn't deserve that.
February 13, February 14, the Valentine's Day, February 15 for what the guys call Adichani. I understand. If you cannot force it.
You can't force it.
We will admit you.
Something you can afford.
We can afford. we can actually accommodate you at the Crashity Hotel.
Drawing plan.
He wants to be ill.
He won't force it.
No. We rebuke the sickness in Jesus' name.
I don't know why you think I'm an easy target.
Mawina consider this one. 2,040 CDs. Staycation. 13, 14, 15 Accra City Hotel.
I think
the 2,000. I'll add you the
Now let me give you. See, Friday, 13th February, Kizomba in the City Lounge. You know how Kizomba is, right? It's very expressive.
You know that.
You know Kizomba dance.
I'll learn it.
Very. No, you will know it. And then
there's nothing that we can.
There's the chocolate.
If you put your mind to it, you can.
See, so the Kizomba dance, Kizomba in the City Lounge. And then there's chocolate edition, free entry from 7 p.m. with special cocktails created just for the night. So cocktail, chocolate, Kizomba, one night. Staycation, part 1. Part 2, 14 February, the D-Day. Valentine's Day's dinner and serenade. Indulge in a romantic buffet.
Say after me.
Enjoy romantic buffet. Romantic. For your coco, romantic. And then enjoy live band performances. And receive complimentary chocolates for couples. And Mawina will not get unless if he
say chocolates.
No. If he decides to invite the lady,
entire point has been made by Johnny Hughes.
That's what.
That this staycation is for the both of you, because you have just stated emphatically
but we know that people come and spend
Mawina
weekend.
will not get because and you decided
no,
to
because you have decided to hide. You have decided to hide. You have hide.
This is the perfect opportunity for you to celebrate Madam. This is a perfect opportunity for you to serenade your beloved with love, in love.
You
at Accra
City.
You are deciding,
but you are not part.
There can be no other option than to pick up the numbers which Johnny is going to mention and begin to call, make a reservation, and be there from the 13th.
Let this behind.
Pipa mare wonyina ohima bititi mutenkoa esicheni ewono dikume shed your time yeah.
Look at what love has done to Mario. So relax. No, we have not finished.
Left with the third day.
Now 14th.
So why?
I've not finished the.
So on the D days,
relax.
Madam is listening and wants to know the full package so that you must take care.
Relax. So 14th February Valentine's Day dinner and say now you are complaining. Don't worry. Valentine's Day dinner and serenade. Indulge in romantic buffet. Enjoy live band performances and receive complimentary chocolates for couples starting from 6 p.m. Mawina likes to attend around 10 when it's all dark so he can hide under the shadow of darkness and do his things.
Accra City Hotel will give you Mawina's picture.
Now
look out for him.
You look out for him. He will wear
no escaping. Even if you have to send policemen to go and pull him from his house and bring him to the building, he must come there with her.
And he will come wearing suit. Don't worry, that we can assure you. And then on Sunday, Mawina, lunch buffet with live band from 12:30 p.m. Featuring a wide selection of delicious local dishes. Later in the evening, unwind with
dishes,
classics. Yes, fufu apapransa go day, fetredichi go day, akple go day, Charlie no, kokonte go day, bang, yeah, Mr. Brown.
The door is locked. The door is locked. He's not going anywhere.
We have locked the door. See, so Kokonte is actually Chris Brown. Yeah, Chris Brown. Face the wall, Charlie. So it will be there. And later in the evening, unwind with classics by pool, where guests get to watch classic Ghanaian movies under the stars from 6 p.m. Absolutely free.
Under the stars.
free with snacks and drinks available. Can you imagine?
All of this for how much?
2,040 cedis per. This Valentine weekend, celebrate
that's a fantastic offer
love.
that listeners
Charlie,
and
something that you can afford. If you sell one of these suits, you can just afford it and bring the lady to the place.
Attacking the uniform.
I'm not attacking you.
Uniform is very important in this
Mawina, let me finish this. This Valentine weekend,
Mawina.
celebrate love, music, food, and unforgettable memories all in one place. Accra City Hotel is located on the Barnes Road, directly opposite the Octagon, or if you like, opposite Accra Poly. To make reservations, call 0577 600 444.
We are Accra Technical University.
Maybe the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
0577 600 444 or 0302 633 863. Again, 0577 600 444. In fact, this is easier. 057 600 444.
Yes.
Or 0302 633 863. And there's a beautiful voice waiting to welcome you. Accra City Hotel, where love takes the center stage.
And it's a place to be this weekend,
welcoming Mawina this Friday to stay for Saturday. Yes, it's this weekend.
So
Staycation. No, he's aware. Mawina is aware.
Johnny,
he's probably good.
Nice one.
DJ Phil, let's dedicate this song to Mawina. Love and they love you.
Minor, what name should we said there? Love and the love.
Yeah. Eric, love and they love you. Don't be say I'm crazy.
I don't know why.
Do you want us to let AJ share?
What would do? Janet, please come and pick Mawina's number and pick the lady's number.
Do you want us
Let's
to
make that
AJ
golden call today. And ask the lady if Mawina is the
no, AJ is actually around. No, let AJ come.
AJ, please come.
AJ come.
No, we have to solve this problem.
AJ come.
This,
AJ come.
You are. I think resources.
No, wait. Let AJ come.
Resources are being expended.
Are you speaking grammar?
Missions already accomplished and tax already fulfilled.
No.
Oh.
There are things.
So what is his long talk? What is the name of the individual?
There are things
We want to add her name to the song. Okay, Johnny, sing the song again. When you get it, you know, we say at the
DJ Phil, start the song from
let's go.
No, relax. I'll sing the song for you.
This is not one of
this
the many things
classic.
being fulfilled.
Love, they love you. No be say I'm crazy. Lover, they love you. No be say I'm crazy. Lover, they love you. Your mic is off. No be say I'm crazy.
This weekend, I will make the trip to Accra City Hotel.
Yeah, on your own.
In expectance of meeting Mr. Hughes and his beloved.
Chairman, we will go to a village.
It will not be a problem.
And his beloved.
With our beloved.
And I will
you be coming with?
I will be there as well. With my full capacity as Eric Mawina. That has never been in doubt.
See, the thing they say.
I'll be there in my full capacity.
Charlie, give the lady some credit. Give the lady some credit. What are you doing to the lady? It's not fair.
Let's just be inserting names into the song, whichever one
right
picks.
now. No, in fact, DJ Phil, start the song again. This is where they check the mic. 1 2 1 2. Lover, they love you. No be say I'm crazy. Lover, they love you. No be say I'm crazy. Mawina. Lover, they love you. No be say I'm crazy. Lover, they love you. You go break my heart too.
Easy. I enjoy it
Let it
when
be your heart
I
inside.
enjoy it. I enjoy love songs.
Yeah.
So simple name. Just
Great-
mention
they are
name.
great
You cannot mention
songs.
name.
And
Chairman.
for whatever reason,
Speaking grammar.
English way they
and
talk.
for
At
and
this point, let's
English
go. No,
books, and for-
let's just
and
listen
for-
to
and
Haja.
for-
Let
and for-
Haja
and
read
for
news.
whatever reason,
At this point, I don't want to hear the name.
I have become accustomed to being
Haja
the
Nura,
one
please come
who
here.
has
Haja
to
Nura,
answer
please
all the questions about
At this
marriage.
point,
Haja
let-
Nura, please come
it's
here.
okay.
Haja
Let
Nura,
Haja
I will
read
get
the
married,
news. It's okay.
and all of you
It's
will
okay.
come
Marina,
together.
It's okay. It's
Haja
okay.
Nura.
understand?
It's okay.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
We
How
are
you
talking
doing?
about Valentine's Day.
Oh,
And Mawena has refused to mention the individual who is bettering his life.
Oh,
But he
Are you
I
able to
see.
help us out?
It's better half. I see.
Yeah,
Oh, there
but-
is.
I don't. Should I?
Oh,
Hey.
Oh, it means you know something.
I don't think I know. But I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to
Haja, the balloon,
expose.
Haja, the balloon is right. Don't break it. It's break.
I
No.
don't want to expose.
So going into Three Lounge,
Yes.
listeners, stay tuned in. After the news,
We will-
AJ
we
is
will-
taking over.
we will call
and the
Mawene's
first
person.
call that you'll be hearing
Yes,
will
is-
be Mawene's person.
Yes.
We have to get to the bottom of this. Yes. So don't miss
You know,
this.
it gives me like a lot of joy that my
Another
my
round of
personal relations and who my
Charlie, you
better
didn't talk
half
plenty
is
grammar. The lady says she
interests
You lose
my,
voters,
my
though. You
colleagues.
will lose voters.
It gives me great
Please,
joy.
please, let's read
It
the
gives
news.
me- it gives me
Let's go
great
away.
joy. And I'm thankful that you are on the lookout for me.
Yeah.
When it is
We want
finalized,
we want you to
when
have
it
the
is-
right mental
Accra
frame.
City
when it
Hotel.
is finalized,
2,040
you all will
cities.
be invited.
Accra
But
City
for
Hotel.
now,
2,040
continue to
40
remain,
Ghana. You pay the 2,000 out of
We will pay the 40 for you.
Out of.
If you even want us to attend your PTA meeting, we'll attend for us.
I want you to take your partners to a
We will be
We will be there. Who said we are against
They
them?
will be there.
We don't know yours. That's why we are.
You don't
We
need
want
to
that
know
when
anybody
when
before
all
you.
three of us
You
meet
don't
there,
need to know anybody before you take
Marina,
your
I
partners.
don't want that.
I
When
think-
I'm
I
dancing
we'll continue this
Kizomba.
It's
Marina,
Mr. and Mrs.
I don't want that when I'm dancing Kizomba.
Mrs. Hughes
at
should be
Accra
raising
City.
serious concerns that
Have you danced to
your partner
Kizomba
should be
before?
raising concerns that their Valentine is tied to knowing who my beloved